Fat, we're the Phat Peeps.
Hey peeps!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phat Peeps podcast, episode 21. I am your host, Joey, here with PJ,
Hi.
Tech 3200.
Our podcast can now drink now.
What?
Yeah.
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 Cameron John.
Not a good joke.
God, that's my name.
And Garrick Big Target.
Salutations, everybody.
I just had a Game Grumps moment where
Brain
you
blast?
remember the porta potty shower. What kind of man you are?
Wait, what?
What kind of man are you?
What kind of man are you?
Yeah, because I said the podcast can now drink now.
Wait, I'm confused.
Now.
Don't worry about it, Joey. Understands. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
just as long as Joey does.
Anyway.
Anywho.
This is the Phat Peeps podcast where we discuss video games and other nerdy pop culture stuff sometimes.
Nerds.
Usually video games.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we always like to start the podcast with a icebreaker question.
Oh, wow.
And this one comes from Death Comes
Hot.
over in the Discord.
Hot.
Oh baby.
Oh, baby death.
Daddy
And the question
death.
is, how do you like your hot dogs? / what is your go-to hot dog topic?
Or
Oh.
alternatively,
Great.
how do you
Oh.
like your weenies?
How do you like your
Great
Your
wieners?
question,
glizzies.
Death Comes.
Yeah. Wow.
My God.
Is anyone gonna answer it?
I thought Joey goes first.
Okay.
I'll leave it to him.
I'm very conventional with my hot dog toppings.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
wow.
like diced onion,
Oh.
diced
Okay.
tomato,
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
mustard,
Uh-huh.
Love
relish.
Uh-huh.
it. Okay.
I'm not if you put ketchup on it, you haven't ruined it.
Yeah.
But I don't need there to be ketchup there. You know what I mean? There's people that are really
No,
I don't know if you guys know, but there's a lot of contention in the hot dog community.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
like
wow.
in Jersey,
Whether
right?
it's
stuff like that, places like
okay.
that.
R/hot dogs.
Right. Whether it's okay to put ketchup on your glizzy.
Right. On your
Oh.
wiener.
And-
Slap it on your wiener. The red stuff on your wiener.
And
Yeah,
it's whatever. But if you're just eating your hot dog with just the hot dog in the bun and ketchup, come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine if you're a child.
Yeah, that's what I was. If
But-
you're a child, you can have
Oh no, I'll
And
your
that's
hot dog
because
with
of
ketchup.
a child's tongue
I should do
Child.
that.
can handle all those flavors.
Yeah, which you have a child's tongue, PJ. That's
But,
that's what Joey's saying.
Hot.
I mean, it's not my default.
Nowadays,
But
I want quite a bit of stuff piled on my hot dog.
Oh yeah.
Chili
yeah.
dogs. I also
Ooh,
really like
chili
chili
dogs.
dogs.
Chili dogs.
Oh my
I
God.
I think the
I
default
was-
chili dog is onion, cheese, chili, and mustard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? in that?
Maybe
I
not
don't
mustard-
know
maybe
if
not
I would.
mustard.
I probably wouldn't put
Well, mustard
on
goes
a
well with
dog.
chili dog.
It can.
It
Mustard
can,
goes
sure.
bomb on chili dogs.
It adds that
It's a
tang.
tang in this.
I don't know.
Just
Maybe
the
we'll try it
tang.
sometime.
It breaks it
never-
up.
I-
It
Okay,
goes good
wait.
with
I
the
highly recommend.
Wait, I'm gonna run something by you guys. How do you eat your chili dogs?
With my mouth.
Yeah, you kind of just shove it in, let the chili kind of fall.
No,
in the
but I
lap,
mean,
and then scoop up that lap
are there
chili.
utensils used?
Oh,
Or are
sometimes.
you
okay.
just holding it?
It
You,
depends.
Well,
you're
there-
holding it.
There's some dainty chili dogs that are wrapped well or in.
Right. I feel like if you get a chili dog from a hot dog place,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's a handheld chili dog.
Sometimes they package it so well on top of the wiener that you just nom it right there with their hand. But sometimes the real chili dogs though are the messy ones
Yeah.
where it's like buried under a mountain of chili.
Uh-huh. Well,
That's where you need to
I
maybe
feel like if
to
you're
get
eating
utensils.
chili, if you're eating chili, you just go with it and just let the mess happen because it's just gonna happen. Just embrace the mess.
just
Pick
grab a
that-
handful
pick
of
that-
chili,
Yeah, exactly. Grab that
just slap
dirty
it on your
diaper, right?
face.
That dirty diaper, yeah, of chili and hot dog, and you slap in your face. If it falls in your lap, it falls in your lap. You just pick it up afterwards.
Oh wow,
Okay,
that's
so,
what your lap is for.
Exactly.
Like, you go
God's
to Wiener
tray.
Schnitzel, right? And god
Go on.
awful. I'm gonna point that out. I hate Wiener
Oh,
Schnitzel.
don't do.
No,
oh my
it's so
god!
good.
No,
Right.
no.
It's a
Wiener Schnitzel
classic.
is disgusting.
gross.
No, you
It's
have
so
no
gross.
taste.
It is, but
It's
so
so
like
gross.
I
theirs
disagree.
very easy to eat, very like just nom it.
Wait, no. You mean easy as in like physically, not like on your stomach, right? Because it was.
Oh yeah,
not
no, it
easy on my
destroys your
stomach.
stomach. If
Oh
you're
my
ready
God.
for World War III in your stomach,
Yep.
go for it. But
Oh.
I'm gonna point out Dog Haus in
Dog
Agora
Haus.
Hills for anyone that's near it. That
It's
place,
a chain, so it's all
super good. The chili dogs are messy though, but I mean that wreaks havoc on my stomach too. So
Really?
like I get the shitters after
No
Dog
problem with
Haus,
that.
but
Oh,
it's really good and it's very I don't know. There's just so much flavor to their hot dogs versus going to Wiener Schnitzel, and it's just like so bland and bleh.
Well, Doghouse is more of a what's it called? Like the
They're gourmet hot dogs.
yeah, like gourmet hot dogs. It's just like different, like there's like bison hot dog, like sausages
Right.
and stuff.
So
like
they have
that.
everything. So shout out to them. Go and next time you guys are near Agora Hills or that area, anyone that's from California or going down to LA, stop by there for a decent hot dog.
It's in
Hashtag
Southern
not
California
sponsored.
area. It's
Uh,
yeah, it's a chain. So
yeah.
it's not just in that area.
Well, but I mean that's all I know. So anyone that wants to use Google to look it up, figure out where the fuck it's at, go for it. Chili dog aside, my default is mustard and ketchup.
Oh wow,
That's it.
so
I,
boring.
I love it
Oh.
though. It's just so
Oh.
it's I don't know. Has every flavor that I need. It's a little sweet. It's a little bit bitter.
Mm-hmm.
I
feel like
appreciate a hot dog. So that's the thing is like if you're putting diced tomatoes and diced onions, that's now tomatoes and onions you need to dice up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus just
So
going
like
done.
right, I appreciate a like easy, just quick to make
That's the
hot
point of a
dog.
hot dog.
But for me,
Hot
that's
dog.
mustard and relish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
relish. I don't like the sweet pickle.
Yeah.
That's a
I
little
used to not like it as a
gross
kid,
to me.
but as I matured, my tongue, my taste has
Well, I
matured.
didn't like
I like
pickles
that
as a kid,
sweet
but I love
savoriness.
pickles now. But it's just like
Oh.
the sweet part of relish gets me. I'm just like,
Yeah.
why is that there? If it was just straight tart like a pickle in a hot dog, I'm all about that shit.
I like the radish, radish,
Oh.
radish. Just because a hot dog's so salty, that sweetness kind of cuts that saltiness out. That's why I like it.
Yeah, but ketchup
Um,
does that same thing for me.
But ketchup is just too, and it's just I don't know.
It's ketchup is
it's-
so
ketchup-
ketchupy.
You guys
It's
are just
yeah.
ketchup haters.
It's in your face.
I am. I
well,
don't really like ketchup.
No, I
Uh,
love ketchup. I put like ketchup is great with like fries and
Oh, with fries,
other
yeah.
things like that. But it's
Yeah.
like
too much ketchup can ruin it.
Mhm.
So I don't mind ketchup as long as it's moderate.
Yeah.
I want the flavor of the salty hot dog in my mouth.
sidebar.
hot.
Have you guys ever had fries with mayonnaise
Oh,
like they do in
no.
Europe?
Oh,
I've had it.
I've
It's
You
I-
used
that
to do
sounds
that
good.
all the
It's
time,
okay.
Garrick. You used to mix
No.
ketchup and mayonnaise.
no tartar
That's
sauce.
different.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
that's even
tartar
weird.
sauce. Tartar sauce is pretty much just isn't just mayonnaise and
Yeah, but it has relish in there and
Relish in
other
it, yeah.
goodies.
That's an
Yeah.
East Coast thing, which blows my mind that you do it.
Yeah, I mix. Well, I learned that from my old childhood friend, and we used to mix ketchup
how
and
it
tartar
is.
sauce. Yeah, my
was
my
it?
real childhood friend, Dane. He used to live in Oxnard.
That's not a kid name, Dane.
Well,
Who
well,
the fuck
ask,
is
ask
Dane?
his
I've known
parents.
you for fucking 27
Oh,
years.
well,
Who the fuck is Dane?
We lost the listener. Just kidding. He's probably not listening.
Awkward he is.
I've
Yeah.
never
Speaking
met
of
this kid.
Wait,
speaking of tartar sauce, John,
Oh, okay. Yeah. what's
have
your
you
topic?
tried the
I feel betrayed.
What do you think of the
I'm a little hurt.
Costco hot dog
Costco? I don't
for
really
the price?
Oh, for the price? Yeah. I mean, I don't see. I'm not the biggest fan of hot dogs. I would rather
Yeah.
get a big old nice chicken bake or a pizza slice.
True.
Chicken bake.
But yeah, it's hot dog from Costco.
okay.
Good price, you know.
Nice.
If I
How do you
got
want your
yeah, if I bought a hot dog from Costco, Joey, I would slap some mustard on it, some relish, and that's pretty
Oh.
much it.
You smacked that
I-
dog.
I would, if there's an option, I would get grilled onions.
Oh yes.
Ooh, that's a
Uh,
okay. No, I'm gonna throw another one in there. Cheese.
Cheese?
Oh
on a
yeah,
hot
cheese.
dog.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it
I mean,
depends.
Like obviously, a
Depends on
chili
it.
dog is gonna have cheese on it, but just a regular hot dog.
Yeah.
Cheese? Is cheese
Oh, not a
appropriate?
regular hot dog.
No.
It feels like
too
cheddar
much.
cheese, like sliced cheese slices. Like I've tried it before with a standard hot dog, mustard and ketchup, and it throws it off. I guess I'm used to like a basic hot dog without the cheese. So it has to be a more advanced hot dog.
Sometimes if I'm like hungry and I just want a quick snack, I'll
Mhm.
I'll make a hot dog just with like relish and mustard, but I'll throw just a
Oh, wow.
regular Kraft single
Okay. Yeah.
underneath it, just like wrapped underneath it
I
in the
don't
bun.
I don't
Okay.
usually have craft singles in the house though. Oops, sorry.
Oh wow,
Not
not
I,
sponsored.
it's just I'll have them in the house like for cheese and crackers if I just need something really quick. If I happen to have Ritz in the closet, and I'm like, what the
Well,
fuck?
hold on. Okay, wait, hold on. We're gonna pause. You have
No.
craft cheese for cheese
Yeah,
and
I was gonna
crackers.
say I would
Listen.
have a
Wait,
bag
what?
of cheese
The
with cheese
what?
and
Listen.
crackers.
Ew!
Listen, as a
Yeah,
Mac, it's fine because
No, don't get me wrong. I love a good Craft single. I will just
That is the
go
wrong cheese.
no,
I'll
but
bust open
that's
a Kraft Singles
okay.
and
If I'm
eat it
going
right now.
out for cheese and crackers, of course
That's
I'm gonna get like
incorrect.
a
Just get
fine.
mozzarella string cheese.
But
I don't wanna
gross and
spend-
bland.
No, I don't
It's
know about
perfect.
mozzarella string
That's
cheese.
bland
No.
and
I would go
boring.
for a Monterey or a Monterey Jack. We've already had this cheese fucking discussion.
Yeah,
okay?
we've had cheese
Well,
talk
I
before.
What
can't
I'm
help
saying
it.
is if I
That's
have
blasphemy.
okay,
Yeah,
if
it's
I
pretty
have
blasphemous.
a box of Ritz in the
Yeah.
closet because for
Uh-huh.
some fucking reason I bought them and I used a sleeve and I'm like, what the fuck do I do with the rest of these? I'll get a
Right.
pack of the Kraft cheese, or if I'm
Uh-huh.
making
Oh
bologna
my God,
sandwiches.
PJ.
John,
John,
I need you to bring me back to sanity. What kind of cheese do you use with Ritz crackers?
Ritz crackers. Oh, I would use like a I don't really use Ritz crackers for cheese though.
Well, crackers, whatever.
I mean,
Gouda.
Gouda. I mean, cheddar.
Oh,
like a
that's
nice
too advanced for me.
provolone.
I mean, I mean.
So
I would-
basically, anything other than
Whoa, whoa.
Kraft
Yeah,
cheese.
yeah.
Okay.
Before we continue, really quick.
I don't know if you're digging yourself
No,
in
this
the
has
I would
nothing to
even-
do with the food.
Uh,
Before the podcast, I had Garrick adjust his mic. Right now, it sounds like you are on top of people.
Well,
Recess a little bit.
You've got me very excited
He's-
about this.
No, I know.
He's-
So
he's-
let's just
he's
turn the
hard
knob
time.
down a little bit.
Okay, I'm turning the knob down.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now you can yell and jump on.
But
people.
what's
Okay.
Garrick's hot dog toppings?
Oh my
Wait, I want to
god.
propose
I'm
another
sorry.
question.
so angry.
Yeah,
I want to propose
Joey, what's up?
a question about the nature of the hot dog.
yeah.
How do you want it prepared? Boiled?
Boiled.
Grilled?
Oh, boiled then
Yes.
grilled.
What?
Boiled then grilled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it absorbs the liquid, gets plump, and then you throw it on there. It's like,
Oh,
and you get that
okay.
nice shit on the sides.
So the thing is,
Uh.
hot, like an actual like real life like wiener, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boiled, I think. I don't give a crap actually, because
Steamed?
just steamed. Yeah, it's just cheap kind of
You're talking about
street
like
food,
you
right?
want a legitimate.
Yeah,
but
but I want-
I usually
Rolled
go out
on a
for
roller.
yeah,
I want an
Uh,
enhanced flavor.
yeah. I mean, I don't eat hot dogs very often. I usually eat like sausages or like bratwursts.
Oh yeah, those
I
are the
used
best kind of
to
hot dogs.
I used to work at a concession stand.
With the golf course,
And-
right?
Yeah. No, this was different. This is when I was working at ballpark.
Oh, okay.
But no, hot dog off of one of the like rolling grills. Delicious. As long as you
Does
don't
it taste you?
like. Oh yeah, they're really good. As long as you don't let them like sit on there for
Oh,
too
yeah.
long.
Right, like dry out.
Because
So it's
if
like
they
a
sit on there
wrinkly-
too long, they get all
wrinkly
wrinkly
old
and
wiener.
kind of old. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it's just like the length
Wrinkly
of
glizzy.
time that you allow it to happen, like to sit
Yeah.
there. But it's like it has to be within an hour time period that you eat that
Yeah.
thing, because there's like a perfect spot, and then before that, it's like it doesn't have enough flavor. After that, it's like it's gone. It's
Yeah.
old man penis.
Oh, wow.
As long as it's like it's like pretty much done cooking.
Have you guys tried frying your hot dog in a pan?
No, I have not.
Wait, like in a pan?
Yeah. it's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good.
pan fry. Yeah. I
Yeah.
do that too.
It has
Oh yeah,
flavor.
pan frying.
I don't think I ever have.
Pan frying is good.
You make sure to
pan fried
slice it. Make sure to cut slices
Yeah,
in
slice
there
it.
just to release the pressure and get the
yeah.
flavor.
Oh,
you-
right. Yeah, you got to do that.
You could butterfly
Fry with
them
butter.
too.
Actually,
Butterfly
yeah.
and put them on
Yeah.
sandwich bread.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
with-
how we
that's-
used to make them.
that's
in
what I
the
did
golf
Pickle
course.
slices.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be
Instead of
good.
relish.
Butterfly and put them on the grill top.
Yeah. I usually make like a bratwurst sandwich, and yeah, that's what I do. Just cut the bratwurst in half. And
I need
sandwich.
bratwurst. I haven't eaten bratwurst in so long.
But the most delicious dog I ever had was once in Alaska.
Wow.
Caribou dog. Freaking
Mm.
delicious.
Churro dog?
Sounds gamey.
No, what? Yeah, it
Caribou.
is gamey.
Oh,
Caribou.
caribou. I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
churro.
So they serve it. It's just pretty much a bun, caribou dog, and then grilled onions on top. That's all. That's how they
That
serve it.
sounds
It's
good.
freaking delicious.
I need to try more game of
Yeah,
everything.
it's like very gamey, but it's like, oh my god, it's so good, so good. I just want to go back to Alaska.
Just so
get
you
some
know,
more
there's going to be a
caribou dog.
random caribou honk at the
Honk.
beginning of
Honk.
this. Because I just want to hear a
Wait.
caribou sound for whatever reason.
Wait, caribou honks?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's kind of like
Is that what
a...
caribou do?
It's like
Oh, wow.
reindeer, pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like...
Or whatever sounds reindeers make.
Oh wow.
I'm going to actually look that up.
Go for it.
So
Anyways.
everyone listen to that. And,
So
tell us
Oh, yeah.
my
about
hot dog. I think my first choice would be the classic hot dog, chili dog.
Ooh,
So like the messy chili dog though.
yeah,
So like the one at Dog House, not sponsored. There's
Oh.
a small chain
We need to be
in our
sponsored.
area,
Mhm.
and they use Hawaiian bread.
That's the
uh,
best part about that.
Yeah,
place.
2 Hawaiian breads, a decent hot dog. I don't know what kind of hot dog they use, and then their own chili with some cheese. Like
What's
you can see
weird
the
to
onions
me
in there. Oh,
is that
it's
they
so good.
use 2 of the Hawaiian rolls, but they actually have Hawaiian hot dog buns now. So why don't they just use those?
Oh, did they?
No, they want
Oh.
to be.
Yeah,
they
I feel
work
like
for
it,
them,
it
right?
has it has that kind of you see it, you're like, oh, that's a Hawaiian.
Yeah.
one, you know.
If
You
it
see
ain't
it's
broke,
like,
don't fix it.
you know,
Oh,
you
and
know.
they like it looks like they butter grill it too, or
Yeah,
on
I
the-
guess it'd probably
on
be
the
easier
plancha.
too because it's
That's good.
flat versus like rounded on the sides.
Yeah. But anyway, so chili dog would be my first choice. I do like a classic ballpark with onions and relish and like kind of loaded.
Mhm.
I gotta give relish another try. I
really
feel like
good.
everyone here has been like, I like relish, so maybe
Because
I gotta give
I
it another
asked
try.
I asked John about the Costco hot dog because sometimes I do that where because they usually have onion, relish, mustard,
Yeah, I get the
and
works.
ketchup.
Yeah,
and
sans ketchup.
All 4 of those, it's a classic
You need the
taste for a hot dog.
catsup.
The
Yeah,
cans.
but I don't overdo it. I think, John, if you put a little bit, you can enhance it just a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gives that little bit of like
I feel
vinegar
like the
taste.
radish gives enough like the
stuff.
sweetness that you don't need.
Yeah.
You know,
That's me.
you know what make you like ketchup is if it was a homemade ketchup that was a little heavier on the vinegar side and a little less on the sweet.
Oh,
I
wow.
think that's what you would like.
Yeah, I mean vinegar, but still, I feel like it's too like the flavors between the dog itself and ketchup. It doesn't work with me.
I can
I
understand
don't know.
why. I'm not saying that.
It's I feel like it's like that umami. It's like too much of that umami flavor.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can get what you're saying. I definitely have moments. That's why I can't eat just ketchup and hot dog anymore because I sit there and I'm like, oh god, there's something weird. Like
Yeah.
it's too meaty. Whereas
you
when you
need
throw
to
the ketchup
enhance-
or the mustard in there, it cuts that.
Yeah, it's a nice kind
Mhm.
of contrast.
Agreed. So my final hot dog though is classic hot dog bun with some mustard and sauerkraut.
Oh,
I love
dude,
sauerkraut.
yeah.
Sauerkraut.
Oh, I don't know about hot
I don't-
dogs. Maybe for like a bratwurst.
Oh yeah, you
I've
could
never
do
had-
that, but it's still good on hot dog too.
I don't know about that.
Hmm.
I'm not a
I
sauerkraut
highly
person.
recommend.
It
Oh, I love
smells
sauerkraut.
way too
Well,
much for me. to
have
be
you
like-
tried it?
I think I've taken a bite of it before. It's kind
Well-
of I have that same problem as I do with like ginger, where it's just too overpowering.
Well, I'd say give it a try again because I'm
yeah,
sure your
Doghouse-
taste has changed.
Doghouse has like a German style bratwurst with like sauerkraut in it, and I like that a lot.
I probably
have-
would try
I have to try their
that.
version.
I trust them. It has to be a professional though, or if it's
Again,
just
it's not like
if
a
it's just a
original hot
wiener
dog, it's a-
schnitzel, then
raw.
hell no.
Hey,
Yeah.
theirs is good.
No, I'm gonna give crap to wiener schnitzel to the day that I
No
die.
wieners.
I have not
first
had
and
a
last
time
time-
where I did not shit my brains out a lot
Yeah,
when I went
the
there.
first
Well,
time I
I
had
think
it, I was like,
that's a user problem.
No, okay.
Right.
Well, so like I said, Doghouse does horrible things to me too,
But,
but the difference is, like, I enjoy eating the food. I don't enjoy, like, Wiener Schnitzel. I'm
So-
one in and I'm like, oh god, this is a bad decision. And then and then with Doghouse, I'm like, oh, this is good. This is so fucking good. I don't care if I'm gonna like be on the toilet for an hour
Oh,
later.
yeah.
And then like it's two different types of pain later.
yeah.
Like
I mean, I think I have a fairly strong stomach, and like when the first and last time I went to Wiener Schnitzel, it just
plowed you.
Oh, wow.
Just nope.
it showed you a whole other side of that dumpster.
Yeah. And it wasn't just like, oh, I can get this done. It was like the whole day was ruined because like I felt so bad.
Oh,
it
no.
was rubbish. It was
Yeah.
ruined. Yeah, no, I get you. I'm right on board with that. So, yeah.
Hey,
That's-
Joey.
Yeah, you
That's
guys ready
hot
to
dog.
move on? You guys done?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
shitting
think we're
on
good.
Wiener
I'm ready.
Schnitzel
Hey,
enough to-
yeah.
That's
I want to
10
eat hot
minutes.
dogs
Screw
now.
you, Wiener Schnitzel.
That's 10 minutes less than last time. Okay, so
Yay!
That is true.
I like how Joey fell off and we just took
Yeah.
over.
We're so passionate about our foods.
what was
Well,
Yes.
yeah, you guys are passionate about.
So we make a
Dumb
I'm
discussions.
telling you, we could have a Fat Peeps food podcast
Yeah.
and we would be able to fill that up in no
I
time.
would, yeah. For sure.
Fat
Ah,
foods?
Fat foods. There you
Foods
go.
podcast.
We
It,
should just spin this into a sub food podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So how about that gaming news, Joey?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about
All
that.
right, all right. Let's go ahead and
I
move
feel like I
on
should just
to.
publish this separately once a week. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Just break the icebreaker off on its own thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kongregate, which is the flash game platform people may know of. I think at one point they were bought by GameStop.
Oh, really? Oh.
That's
Oh
not
yeah,
right.
they were. They had the little
Yeah.
rabbit or whatever. Was that the logo, or is that just GameStop's logo?
That's
logo,
GameStop's. Congregate's logo is
logo.
the ant.
Okay.
Anyway, point is, place where a lot of the Flash games were no longer accepting new games. So it's kind of like the end of an era for Flash games over there.
They've
I'm
been
pretty sure
around.
that I believe Newgrounds still accepts Flash games.
Are
But-
people still making Flash games?
Is
I didn't realize
Newgrounds
that.
still a big thing?
I don't I guess. I don't
Man,
know.
it's nostalgic,
I don't really
man.
know, honestly.
Newgrounds.
Because I feel like a lot of the stuff that would get posted to Newgrounds back in the
Go
day
directly to
got
YouTube.
ended up kind of getting pushed directly to YouTube.
Right.
But anyway, kind of sad seeing Flash games go away. I wanted to ask the group here, what's some of everybody's favorite Flash games? You guys play a lot of Flash games growing up?
Oh,
Didn't
back
play
in
a
the
lot.
Oh
day, yeah.
wow.
Middle school.
Oh
Those were
yeah.
days.
I
Like-
forgot all of them.
Yeah.
What is it? Fighting stick figures or stick figure fight or whatever?
Right,
Oh,
I
yeah,
played
that's
a
a good
lot of
one.
stick figure fighting games.
Yeah.
I was all about the stick figure. I remember that I want to say there was a specific page just for stick figure
Yeah,
stuff.
there was. It was just stick action or something like that.
I think it might have been called
Yeah.
stick page actually.
Probably.
I like-
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
I was all about the tower defense kind of
Yeah, the
stuff.
tower defense stuff was really
Oh, good times with stick figures, of course.
cool. Yeah.
I like.
That's a classic.
I always like the launchy games. It's kind of weird because I'm not a fan of Angry Birds. I've tried
Uh-huh.
getting into it a few times, and every time I play it for a minute.
But Angry Birds was a mobile game first, wasn't it?
It still is. It's just
Yeah.
that's where it got big. But it's funny because I remember playing games that were launch games like that, but they were slightly different. They were more about gaining distance and trying to see how far you could launch things based off of what you use for projectiles. And then there was also for anyone that remembers it, Cartoon Network's website used to be all Flash games.
Oh wow.
And so I would
Yeah,
go
like
there
a
on
lot
the
of-
weekends and play that. On
A lot of
CartoonNetwork.com.
websites.
Yeah, those were good.
A lot of websites were just Flash games, or I mean, a lot of the
I think most of them were,
like-
weren't they?
Nickelodeon.
And it wasn't just,
I was more
TV
about
like
the
Nickelodeon and Cartoon
Nickelodeon
Network.
situation.
right?
No, I
but
know,
it was also
specifically that was the one that I went to. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
there was also a lot of like Neopets
Right.
and like
Yeah.
and I want to say that like even like brands would like host flash games. Like I want to say that like Hot Wheels
they
would have
did.
flash
True.
games, and like Lego had tons of flash games.
Going back to the whole flash game, like I played on Addicting Games a lot.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
I remember that site.
And
Games.
do you guys remember the Impossible game?
Possible.
I
Vaguely.
never liked that. Everybody
What was it?
was so into that.
It was
and
pretty
I was like, I
interesting.
can't. I'm not into this
Like
nonsense.
without cheating and then without looking up the solution, like it was fun up to a certain point, and then it just got like, what do I do?
Oh.
And I just gave up after that.
Was
But
that
it
the
was
ones
pretty,
that had like the buttons
pretty
and everything
innovative.
too? Like where it's like press the
Yeah.
red button and
Yeah.
like you had to
And,
figure
like-
out what red button or whatever.
and like trick questions, and then it asks you to recall like something from like several steps ago and stuff like that. So
Oh, I
it
don't
really
think
like
I've ever
tries your
played that.
mental.
Hmm.
It was
You guys
good. I like that
remember
one.
Interactive
Oh,
Buddy?
I was just about to say that. Yep. I
Oh,
spent
yes.
hours on that.
Yeah, and then they had different ones, like they had a George W. Bush one and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
you could get like
Yeah,
getting skins
classic.
for it.
Oh, that's
Um,
a whole the nostalgia, guys. I can't believe
It
it.
is sad that this is kind of.
but there's a lot of flash games that became like Alien Homid and what else? There's like a lot
Mhm.
of games. that
Yeah,
were
that's the
started
other
out-
thing.
out
It's
as
like
Flash
a
games.
lot of the like
Or-
Flash developers would spin off to make like either
Mainstream,
mobile games
yeah.
or like mainstream games. Like obviously Alien Hominid and like
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
with
people at
Behemoth.
Newgrounds would go on to make Castle Crashers and a
Wait,
bunch
so-
of other stuff.
So how did the developers make money? Was it just
They-
a fun project?
I think
or-
it's just I think they
projects,
just do it. Yeah, I think
Oh,
you might be
okay.
able to donate to them directly,
Oh,
but
so more of like a student project
Yeah.
kind of thing.
yeah.
Bugs
And-
had the zombie. Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
but you got to
That was
think
a
in
really good
that
one. Sorry,
time.
I just saw one.
At that time, like that. That's all it was. It was projects. People didn't conceive the idea of making money off of stuff like that.
Yeah.
At that point, AAA games was the only way that money was made in the game
Yeah,
industry.
that was their
20 years
that
ago.
was pretty much their CV.
right.
And like I said, most of them would move on to mobile games where money could be made.
Right, and it's like now people can make games by themselves on the computer and make millions off of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's self-published.
True that.
Yeah, and
I remember-
it's not expensive.
There was always like fan made games of like regular games, like AAA games that were coming out. So like I remember there's like the Portal, the Flash version, which
Oh wow.
is like Portal basically. It's like
Yeah.
a 2D Portal basically, and it's really good. And then I remember before Borderlands came out, there was like a Borderlands fan game that was like a 2D like side-scrolling shooter that had like loot drops and stuff like that and
That's
bosses,
funny.
and it was kind of neat. Yeah.
That's really cool. I mean, yeah, I think it still happens a lot with mobile games, but it's funny how back then that was like, oh, fans are making games for things that they're excited for, but now it's like if that happens in the App Store, you're like, oh, this is a cheap fucking ripoff.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
of those like money grabbers, like, ooh, I'm gonna use that game.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
I feel like, yeah, because now there's the money behind it. Before it
Yeah.
was just passion and no one expected money out of it. Now it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, I can make a quick buck off of this game because a kid's gonna download it thinking it's from the franchise.
And I get the ad money.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's so dirty now. It's crazy how
Ew.
like clean, beautiful it was back in those days with Flash games and how much passion was put into things because people cared.
Yeah,
Not
I mean that's
because
what
they-
usually happens when it's
No,
like
it was
when
cheap.
money gets involved.
money.
It's
to
like-
make, yeah.
Especially like YouTube, like back old YouTube days, it's like just a bunch of people in their homes making like fun videos and stuff, and now it's like a lot of
How can I
Sweaty game.
monetize this?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Every video either needs to be 10 minutes long or 45 minutes long.
Yep.
You know what?
Exactly.
Shut up.
That's not a dig to you. That's just the way it is.
Yeah,
This
it's
is what-
just
yeah, it's-
YouTube. Yeah.
It's the game you have to play now.
Hey, to be fair, at least we're kind of breaking the meta a little bit with the W's. We're enjoying
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's our passion and our love being put into a video.
Exactly.
And that's our way of expressing like who we truly are, sweaty ass motherfuckers.
Mhm.
So sweaty.
Yeah, it's raw, authentic. I love it.
Right.
We should do more of it.
So it's sad. I'm sad that that's going under, and I'm hoping that maybe they'll find some way to keep it as a relic. I don't know what they would do for
Yeah,
that.
I don't think it's based on what I read on that article. It seems like they're gonna retain the library, so it'll always be there for posterity. But they're shifting their business model to something different, and they haven't really explained that
Yeah.
yet.
That's fine. I feel like you can't always stick to the past. Like
Yeah.
just like archive it
But
because it is
GameStop doesn't
part
own
of
it
gaming
anymore,
history.
right? Because if GameStop owns it, they're dead in the water.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
need to evolve somehow.
Yeah,
So we'll
exactly.
see. I hope because they gave us a nice childhood.
Hopefully,
Along
like
with
Amazon or
addicting
Google
games.
will pick it up to just like let it sit there. That's the only way it's gonna survive nowadays is if Amazon or Google owns it,
Yeah.
or Disney.
No, big corporate.
Yeah, pretty much. Those are the three companies that you're like, they'll survive at least another decade if they're owned by one of them. But yeah, Joey.
All right. Let's move on to Hyperscape got announced and shown, and people are playing it. It's a new battle royale.
Oh
from
wow.
Ubisoft.
Battle Royale.
You can go. I don't know exactly how the like beta, alpha, technical test stuff is working right now. Like how you get a code or whatever. But you can go watch people play it on Twitch. There's like a lot of footage of it out there right now.
Yeah, it's so fucking fast. Like
Yeah.
it is by far the fastest shooter I've watched in a while.
And I'm
Like-
getting old. I don't know if I can handle that.
I'm not gonna. My Twitch is too slow for that. I'll die 100 times before I even.
Warzone is a perfect pace for me.
Yeah.
It's like even going back to the multiplayer of Call of Duty, I was like, I just don't. It's just.
I still like the multiplayer. It is fast. Like you go back and you're like, oh man, how was I playing this so much?
Yeah.
Right. It comes back quick, but
It does.
I might try Hyperscape, but
I'm gonna try it.
don't think I'll
I don't think I'm gonna
be
like
attached
it,
to it.
but
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
I'm already happy with Warzone and what has to
Warzone
offer
is
me.
the perfect battle royale. Like
Yeah.
being real for a minute, it has everything that I think I was looking for in a battle royale because I couldn't stick to one for very long. Like Fortnite was the closest to like what I could handle
Mhm.
before Warzone, and even Fortnite had a lot like the building aspect of it killed me.
Yeah, I think the only problem with Fortnite for me was like the buildings. Like if they had a cooldown, so you don't, just.
I don't want to play
if the
against
building if the
something.
building was just slower.
Yeah.
Oh
it would
yeah.
have been good.
anything.
I agree. I hate that part.
Well, yeah, because by the time you just like aim at someone, they're already in a 500-foot tower.
10-story yet.
Right?
Yeah, you're like, what the hell
Like,
happened?
you-
And then they just jump
you
off
don't
of it
have-
and shotgun you.
That's the equalizer. You have to be good at building, and
Yeah.
like I don't have the patience or like the experience to
Yeah,
do
but
that.
there's the thing with that is where does it translate to another game? If I get good at Call of Duty or Warzone, I can play any shooter and be decent at it. If I get good at
that's what made it
Fortnite,
unique.
what can I do? Oh, I can fucking go to Minecraft and build quickly. Like,
Yeah.
Well, that's different.
and
Fortnite
it doesn't
is-
do anything
it's-
for you.
Fortnite is more arcadey, even more so than like Warzone.
Well, I mean, unless
So-
if it spawns 100 of the games where shooters are going to be crafters as well, there's
Yeah.
no
You're trying to say
translation.
that?
I'm talking
okay,
about
so-
like, is there a way for me to get better at another game by playing this one? If I play Call
Yeah.
of Duty, I will get better at other shooters. But
I
if
prefer
Yeah.
the tactics.
you don't. I mean, do you play games just to get better at other games though? It's like I feel like it's like you just
I
get good
feel-
at one game and it move on to another one.
No, not necessarily, because I feel like it's not going to be a one-to-one translation, but my aim in Call of Duty is going to help me a little bit for when we play Battlefield 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't really think about that.
But with
That's interesting.
Fortnite, it's not, because it's third person ish.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
man.
And two,
Oh,
it's like
interesting.
it's more focused on like the people that are winning now in Fortnite aren't winning because of their aiming prowess. They're winning because of how quickly they can outbuild someone
Yeah.
and out aim them
Yeah.
as they're building.
And the like building strategy of like like building around the other person
Right.
and like faking them out and stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like a vertical Tron, like where you're trying to like make each other's buildings run into each other and cut the other person off to where they
I
can't
was described
build
as
over it.
it's ring around the rosy. It's hide and
Mhm.
seek.
Yeah.
It's annoying, honestly.
Yeah.
It's the reason that I stopped playing Fortnite. Like
Not my
honestly,
cup of tea.
I loved Fortnite when it first came out.
Oh
For like
no.
the first like 2 seasons or something like that. It was
Really?
great. But it was because on PC or on console, you couldn't build very fast, right? So the way the game played
Oh,
was
really?
it was like you moved and you got in the circle and then you built forts inside the circle and
Yeah,
like
I love that
either
idea.
Yeah.
you either fought out of your fort and like shot at people trying to take your fort, or you would like try to engage and take other people's forts. And then
That's
when
That
cool.
sounds fun.
because what
Wow.
ended up happening is PC players found ways to like run macros that allowed them to build super
Real
fast,
yeah.
and they just over time turned the game into like they just made it so that the building was a quicker and more like
So they just
core
embraced
component.
it.
Yeah, they just embraced it, and I
Uh-huh.
personally I think it was the wrong direction.
I do.
I
too.
agree.
But I understand that there was really no option, because if you ever wanted to have like crossplay, you couldn't, like, it would be horribly unbalanced to have PC players
Yeah.
running on mouse and
Well,
keyboard with
I mean,
macros and just
can't they just put like a timer or a cooldown on each building part? Like
They could.
it takes like a second or something or 2 seconds
Or it's not
to
instant.
put up the next
They
part.
kill-
but they run the risk of killing their game if they do that. It's not
Yeah.
worth it in the
Oh, yeah,
long run
it's-
for
Yeah,
them.
I mean
Right now, not
now,
anymore, yeah.
but I'm talking about before as a
Back in the
solution.
day.
They could have gone that way instead of embracing this high fast paced building.
I think they
model.
let the game evolve on its own. And
Yeah,
to
I think
Epic's
that's
credit, that
true.
was genius. Because it kept the
Yeah.
game alive longer than it should be.
yeah,
Epic
I
does
kind of
stay
agree.
hit.
Like even though
It's
I don't personally like the game anymore and the game's not for me, I think it was the right decision for them to go with the flow of what the community in general wanted.
right. Yeah, you always
Yeah.
have to cater to the larger community. I mean, it sucks in a lot of aspects. I mean, that's kind of the opposite of what Riot's doing with League in a lot of ways. They cater towards their pros a little too much.
Right.
And that in some way is kind of killing their game. I mean, I feel like League is so big, it's hard for it. It's like a behemoth to be taken down, and plus it has so much presence in the esports scene right now that I don't see it going away anytime soon. But I think they're putting a stake through their own heart.
Well, no.
Correct.
Well, see,
Well-
I think the reason why, the way for them to get around that is to diversify their IPs, which they're doing now, because I think they're
Sure.
seeing the writing on the wall already. Where, if they tip over towards a certain part for League of Legends, something can go wrong, and that's like they have all their eggs in their basket, and that could be bad. So they need to do. They're doing exactly what Epic is doing, where they grew from one IP and then now they're spreading their wings and stuff like that. Which is
Well, actually, I
great.
feel like Epic did the opposite, where Fortnite came out and then blew up, and then they just killed Paragon,
Oh,
and
true.
we're like, nope, we're the Fortnite company now.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you're right in their diversifying in terms
Yeah.
of like their store space and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
there you go.
But I can't think of any Epic games off the top of my head other than Fortnite right now.
Yeah,
And
that's-
that might just because I'm not paying attention to Epic. But not to get, so I want to kind of
Yeah, let's
pull us
bring it
back
back.
over to Hyperscape, right? It's doing it has some interesting mechanics that are like really set it apart from other battle royales, which I think is important, right? Because at this point,
Mhm.
we're starting to get to the point where battle royales are a bit of a flooded market,
Yeah.
I suppose you
I
could say.
agree.
Yeah. Very
It's at the end of its lifespan. It's gonna keep swelling and swelling, and then eventually one game's gonna be too
Well-
much, and people are gonna be like, "God damn, I'm done."
Right.
That's only
Well, and
if
we've
they
already
follow
kind
the
of
same
had
business
that.
model, though, where I'm just
Right.
gonna be a PUBG clone, but Hyperscape is breaking that mold by
Well,
adding that
I-
arcade feature of fast.
I think there's an element of like you can like do that what you just described with like the PUBG clone, right? If you do it right, because I think
Mhm.
kind of effectively, Warzone is a PUBG clone.
Oh yeah.
Like not directly, but like it's in the same realm of
Yes.
battle royale shooter.
If you went with Warzone Classic, then it would be 100%
Right,
PUBG
right.
clone.
So,
But
It's
go
Call of
ahead.
Duty's
But-
spin on it.
but you already kind of have Fortnite, who is like really dominant in the space and
Mhm.
kind of like, you know, commanding a lot of the, you know, air in the room.
Yeah.
And then you have Warzone now, and PUBG's still around because PUBG, for what it's worth, is a little bit more realistic
Mature.
and
It's-
tactical than
Yeah.
Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
Call of
Plus,
Duty
they
moves a little
had
faster.
years. They were years ahead of Fortnite already,
Sure.
so they polished it very well.
Well,
And then you
would
go
you say
ahead, PJ?
PUBG's more mobile though? Like now, I feel like I see more people.
You mean like
playing...
more as a mobile game?
Yeah, I feel like I see more people playing PUBG on their phones and stuff. Like I still see it on
I would-
PC, but
I would think Fortnite has that
Yeah.
because
I think it's just
kids prefer that.
Fortnite's more like evenly spread. But I feel like I've just seen more of a shift of PUBG being.
I don't know.
Well, maybe
grab
their
your phone.
advertisement campaign for their PUBG mobile
Yeah.
is just really well done, and that's
yeah,
why you've seen
it could be
Do
that.
that.
more.
Yeah, and
Anyways,
I don't pay enough attention. But and then of course you have like Apex with like the heroes and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
and abilities.
And abilities, right? So here with Hyperscape, you have a little bit of the Apex stuff going on, right? Where it's really fast paced, but it's way faster paced. There's a lot of movement abilities that allow you to launch really high in the air. There's like launch pads on the map. You have a double jump, like all the characters have a double jump by default. An interesting thing that they do is abilities you pick up on the map, right? So like rather than go in with a hero character, you like find abilities and pick them up. And if you pick up multiple, you like level it up.
Yeah, I saw
Right,
that.
so
Was cool.
it's
So you
kind
like
of
kill
almost-
your enemies, get their ability, and level up yours from
Yeah,
combining them.
right. So it's almost kind of got like a MOBA element going on there, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
And both have like an item combining and also leveling up abilities.
Well, and the death is interesting too. You become like a
Right.
specter or something like that. And then
So
you can...
on death,
stuff?
you become a specter,
Oh, wow.
and you can whenever a player gets killed, or like an enemy player, right? So that like you can't see your own, but an enemy player, they drop these like nodes on the ground, and they're like respawn nodes. So you run to them, and then it allows your like teammates to run over and heal you. I think you might actually just be able to respawn. No, I think your teammates need to come over and like respawn you on it. So basically, it's like if you have a teammate who dies, and then your teammates like squad wipe the other team, they just need to run over onto one of the enemy's bodies, and then you can revive them on it.
That's a really crazy like tactic or crazy game idea. But
Yeah,
it's
it's a weird
funny. Like I'm like that's a weird mechanic, but then like Gulag was a weird mechanic, but look how well it works. I feel like Gulag is one of the best things about Warzone.
Yeah, and also being able to buy your teammate back after the gulag too.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's important just to differentiate itself,
Hmm.
right? So, like,
Yeah.
like change for the sake of change,
Exactly.
just because.
I like even if I probably won't play this as much as Warzone, I do like the direction they're choosing with it being so fast paced and the fact that there's a huge verticality So it opens up the map even more with more possibilities. So if you're really good at the game, you can be very tactical and change your style based on what the environment gives you too. So
Right.
I like that.
So PJ brought this game up earlier,
Oh,
and it put an idea in my head, but I didn't want to break your guys' conversation.
go on.
Battlefield 6.
Oh,
Yep.
Will it have Firestorm?
It should. I think that should
Every-
have another try.
everybody
person.
needs a battle
Yeah.
royale.
And then
Yeah.
the question is, do they put Firestorm out for free?
If they don't, they're dead in the water with it. Again, it'd be really stupid because BRs are just
Okay,
a free platform now.
Let's throw here's a crazy idea.
Oh, correct.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Uh.
Battlefield 6 free to play.
Oh,
Oh,
that is crazy. EA would never do that.
yeah.
But
that's
like,
impossible.
imagine they put Battlefield 6 out for free, right? So it has the Battle Royale built in. Because like really what killed the Battle Royale last time was that it was like part of the Battlefield 5 package. Because honestly,
Mhm.
Firestorm is basically Warzone, but set in World War II.
Okay.
It looks
and
good
a little
from
bit
what I
less
saw.
of the like buying, and I don't think you can respawn teammates back in.
I feel like there's
which is kinda lame.
attachments too. It's not just like preset weapons like it is in Call of
No,
Duty.
it is preset weapons.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's almost even down, like it has armor plates and like down to that, like the way. Anyway,
Shove
there's
it
like
down
kill
your
streaks,
chest.
like
Okay.
Oh wow.
they're very similar. But there's no like buying, and there's no respawning your teammates back in. Anyway, I think that if they had put out Warzone, or not Warzone, if they had put out Firestorm for free, it would have done way, way, way better, and would at least be like moderately popular. But it was still locked behind a $30 paywall that was Battlefield
Right.
5, a game that had a lot of like negative buzz, negative connotation with it. So it's a hard sale to get somebody to just try to pay $30 just to try a battle royale mode, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, when I say like free to play Battlefield, I can see some ways that they can go like deep in monetization in terms of like customization and stuff like that to support like, you know, continued support of the game.
Yeah.
If they just like build it right. But it's EA, so the question is like, could that actually happen? I think more likely, like realistically, we're probably going to see
Probably not.
a $60 or $70 Battlefield.
I think
Joey,
it's gonna be
what-
70.
I want to ask you, how do you feel that Ground War has stood up compared to Battlefield? Like Call of Duty Ground War.
I don't think I like Ground War as much as Battlefield. I don't know exactly how.
Ground War is Call of Duty's
I-
big,
I think
big battle.
I think what Ground
Yeah.
War is missing is the classes, right?
Yes.
Like not having medics on the field, not like
Mhm.
you kind of have
Designated
that a little
roles.
bit.
There's
with,
no
like-
synergy. It feels like it's chaotic. You're just sitting
Right,
there getting
yeah.
killed.
It's just it's a Call of Duty game. It's just players running around with
Yeah.
like their favorite loadout and
A
shooting
giant
at each other.
arcade.
And that's why I don't
I-
really care about BR Battlefields. Like, I just want to play Battlefield for the classes in the big giant battles.
I don't know. I like the idea
Yeah.
of
Care
VR
about VR.
Battlefield. That sounds fun.
I
Maybe
think
might
so.
be,
That's the
but-
thing is like in like so Battlefield 6, right? If they go like full modern with it, there's a lot of ways that like I would really like them to go in terms of like weapon customization and soldier kit customization, and that's why I think that like that's the type of things that can be monetized, right? Like selling
Mhm.
new, like just like a clothing shop where you like buy different chest plates, not chest plates, but like plate carriers, and like you know different like weapon skins for the different weapons and stuff like
Yeah.
that. As long as it's like reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I think that like Call of Duty is like really gross with their monetization. How they only sell everything in like packs, and most of those packs are like way more expensive than they deserve to be.
Yeah, I
But they're
agree.
giving their trade off is they give you a lot for free. You pay $60 and look what they give you. They give you map packs.
And the
they
battle
give you
pass is pretty
weapons.
much free.
PJ, you paid $60.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but what am I going to pay for Battlefield 70? And then they're going to charge me up the ass for every expansion of maps and weapons that come out?
So that's the thing, is they don't,
They don't
do
do
that
that
anymore.
Yeah.
Specifically
When did they
because
stop?
Battlefield 5, right?
Oh.
And that's the thing, is like Battlefield 5 is in this weird zone where they're not supporting it anymore, right? And now there's like, it's like a meme of how like, oh, a World War II game that doesn't even have like Russia or the Eastern Front or like all these things and stuff, right? And it's because previously they would like put the expansions out as like $15 expansion packs, right?
Yeah.
And everybody complained about that because it like broke the community up. And Call of Duty did this for a long time. They got away from it way earlier than Battlefield did.
Yeah.
But anyway, it breaks the community up because like a lot of people don't buy the maps. So like players play on the maps for like the first week or whatever, and then they go back to the original maps because that's where all the players are, right? So with Battlefield 5, they were like, we're going to give you all the maps and stuff for free, but we're going to have like cosmetics and stuff to support the game, right? And everybody was like, these cosmetics are stupid. You've made this World War II game into a dumb Looney Tunes thing. I hate this, and this is bad, right? So nobody played Battlefield 5 when it came out, and nobody bought cosmetics from the store, right? And now they're not supporting it, and everybody's like, look at this. They're not supporting it. They don't care. Yeah, it's because you guys didn't care.
Right.
Like, if players showed enthusiasm through like monetary sales of buying cosmetics and stuff, then maybe Battlefield 5 would still be getting updates. But because everybody shit on it for so long and didn't support it, of course it's dying now.
Yeah. No, I can understand where they're coming from. I can get behind it because it's just like you don't want to be that person that gets crapped on all the time. You finally get to a point where you're just like, okay, man, then I'll just go.
Well, no, I think it's like if Battlefield 5's not doing good, then they're not going to waste money and waste time developing for Battlefield 5 when they can just move on to the next product and hopefully like garner goodwill off of that one and see decent sales.
Yeah. I can't believe people are mad at that. It's like, that makes sense.
Well,
no, it makes plenty of sense. It's the one time I'm on EA's side.
And yeah, like it's a bummer that Battlefield 5 isn't going to be supported anymore, and like it's a bummer for those people who wanted more of like that World War II stuff.
You only have
but it's
yourself
like,
to blame.
Yeah, exactly. You only have yourself to blame. Go play Postscriptum. Like I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Like there's a billion other World War II shooters on the market, like particularly the PC market.
Right.
And if you're like so adamant about your realism and stuff like that, go play one of those.
I wonder if they would reopen support for it if people started buying the cosmetics now.
Nope.
No, probably not.
No.
You don't think so?
Because
Just make a new game.
no, because they probably moved on and they're like
Their teams
out of
past it.
Their team's already out of the development cycle, right? So if they decided to go back and develop for Battlefield 5 again, it would take way longer. Like
To get 6.
it just makes sense for them to move on to Battlefield 6. And I feel like we talk about Battlefield a lot.
Can I just say I'm surprised that you knew what Postscriptum was?
Oh yeah, no, I pay attention to like I follow some of the tactical shooters.
Wow.
Some of the YouTubers.
I don't know what that is either, so.
Yeah, I have zero idea. Can we tell for the audience at least? Because I'm sure 70%
It's the World War II version of Squad.
So it's a simulator, World War II.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too hardcore for me.
And squad-based tactics too.
Yeah.
That's
one reason why I liked Battlefield was because it was realistic, but it wasn't a simulation.
It toes the line, right?
Yeah, and that's why I didn't really like what they did with the newer ones, just because it was like like very flashy and felt like they're trying to be Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't want a Call of Duty clone. I wanted more
So,
Battlefield.
when you're talking about like Postscriptum, sorry to get off topic, but when you're talking about
it's okay.
Postscriptum and
I mean, we've been off topic for 20 minutes. So,
yeah, well, that, as is tradition.
yeah.
And Squad, I'd say that's still less simulation than Arma and Flashpoint. It's still more
Yeah.
arcadey and more user friendly.
User
So
friendly
like
is what I
like
would.
new
Yeah.
person friendly too. You
Yeah.
could get on board with it. Like you're thinking of Arma where it's so milsim and there's like 1,000 buttons that you have to memorize. If not,
Yeah.
you're just dead in water.
That game was gross to me. I tried it a couple times and I was just like, I can't do this. There's too much. It's like you get to a point of sensory overload and then you're not even trying to play a game anymore. You're legit just trying to survive.
Yeah,
That's war,
That's
brother.
war. Yeah, that's war.
Yeah,
That's war, motherfucker.
But
that
like,
is the way.
I don't understand the point of that. I really don't. I'm trying to enjoy the game, not fucking like.
Hey, war
I
ain't
don't want to
fun.
be that
War ain't
sweaty.
fun.
I
Yeah.
don't want to be that sweaty.
But
I'll stick
so
with
what
my
I'm trying to
Call of
get
Duty.
at is, I think you might actually like Squad John, if you ever.
Yeah, no, I've seen the gameplay,
get
but
to
yeah,
that
I like
point.
it's just
Okay.
too janky for me though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's jank. It's like I need
Yeah.
a polished game to play. I
Mhm.
can't play like early access janky like.
I did
kind
put
of-
it like at least 1,000 hours in it, so
So Hyperscape.
it is work. It is
Hyperscape.
I feel
Okay,
like
yeah.
Battlefield
Squad
comes up
gameplay
every
of it.
time now.
Yeah, because we're
I mean,
so
it's
hyped
BR.
for Battlefield.
It's
I'm
BR.
Same thing
excited
with
for
Call of
Six
Duty.
too. No, I know, but Call of Duty is just it's here. Like we can actually tactically
Yeah.
play the game. Or
Right.
it's
But
So we
the
got a
thing
Call of Duty
for
corner right now?
for me personally, Call of Duty is like looking at the potential of Battlefield.
Mhm.
if they
You know what I
if they
mean?
go the
'Cause, like-
right route and stick to their
Mhm.
Right.
guns rather
'Cause
than
there
are
trying to
things-
make another clone of Call of
There-
Duty.
There are things about yeah, right. And well, I think they've been pretty good over the last couple Battlefield games of like not trying to like be like Call of Duty. I think the only one that came out that was really like trying to be like Call of Duty was Hardline, and that game did terribly. So with they like pretty quickly with Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 like went back to the standard Battlefield formula. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, like
Anyway,
I said, I just hope that
Hyperscape.
they focus on like player counts.
Yeah.
Do at least
think that-
150. I think the 150 is a pretty good sweet spot. Like Call of Duty's proved that.
No, 200
It's just
is
a
gonna
matter
be
of
the norm.
getting. Yeah, it's just a matter of like, well, and I don't think you guys ever played it, but do you guys remember Mag?
Oh, yeah, I played
it a little
Wasn't
bit.
that
I played it.
40-person squads though, or was that?
No,
what was it?
Mag was 256 players. It was 128 versus
Crap.
128.
PlayStation game, right?
It was a PlayStation 3
Why
game.
did they
yeah.
choose 250? Like, is it based off of memory?
No, so yeah, it's because of the way that like the game was designed so that it could handle that many players. It was basically like realistically, it was like 4 simultaneous games of Battlefield happening at the same time, right?
wow.
So it was like
It broke
It was like-
broke the map into sections, right?
it would break the map into 4 sections, and then it
Okay.
would be like a 32v32, 32v32, right, going all the way around the map.
And then so when
And then
you move,
at the end, it would be all crazy and chaotic because all the teams would be trying to take the same compound at the end. So you would get all of the players converging on the same location.
so wait, how does that? Does it give you locations to go to in order to attract people there, or does it have a circle like BRs do? Because I remember Mac,
No,
but I don't
it-
remember the aspects.
It
of
played. It was asymmetric. So you had like an attacking team and a defending team, right? And the
okay.
objective of the attacking team was to push in and take the defending team's like stronghold.
There's a
and
certain amount
there's-
of lives, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's how that worked. Yeah.
So
And
it was
then,
very similar to Battlefield.
It was
Which is
very
much
similar to
bigger.
Battlefield, but it did really cool things that I wish the Battlefield would incorporate. Like, it had like map objectives in the form of like equipment. or like armor and stuff like that. So like there was like artillery and like satellite arrays and stuff that if you could like get a squad together to sneak behind enemy lines and start like taking out like the anti-air guns, you could get forward spawns, like parachuting spawns. And like if you took out their like radio jammers, you could get a like UAV in the air and stuff like that. So cool. There's just like weird, neat stuff like that.
Yeah.
That like Mag was a super neat game that I think was super underappreciated because it was like stuck on a dying console.
Yeah, it wasn't the right time for it to come out.
It was ahead of its time. Yeah, definitely. But yeah,
Anywho.
So hopefully at least like 100 players. Anyway, Hyperscape. Go check that out.
I think we talked about Hyperscape for 5 minutes.
And then everything else.
It was next
You guys talked about
it was just Hyperscape was just a jumping off point.
Before we move on to the next thing,
real topics.
Is it
I
gonna
want to close with the last like weird, interesting thing about Hyperscape. There's no circle.
Oh no, we're gonna jump on another.
Oh yeah. So it deteriorates, right? The map deteriorates.
Yeah. So
that's a circle.
over time, well, it's kind of like a circle, but there's no actual circle, and there's no actual storm.
It doesn't push you out though. That's the thing. Like,
and you don't get hurt by it. Yeah.
Oh.
So over time, the like land will just deteriorate, and like the buildings will deteriorate, and then the floor will deteriorate, and you'll just fall out from under it.
Okay, it's still the same thing.
It's the same concept, but it's different because it's not like you're gonna die in 5 seconds. It's you have to run through the land as it's coming apart below you in order to survive it, and it's instant death,
like a
not
storm
just
to
over
me.
time.
And like if you're outside of the zone, you're not at this like weird significant disadvantage because you've lost a bunch of health like other battle royale games.
Okay, you don't lose health in it.
Right.
Oh, I
just
forgot.
die.
There's also
you just die. Wait. Okay.
You just die when the floor falls out. Yeah,
oh, okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. There's another interesting mechanic that I forgot about. So there's a crown on the map, and if your team picks up the crown and like holds the crown for a certain amount of time, you win the game automatically.
Wow.
Snitch.
Yeah.
Wait, how many players in Hyperscape per team? 3?
3 per team.
Why do they do that? Why do they do that, games?
I don't know. It's a good
I don't know.
question.
Trios is a big thing now, but
yeah.
So my big gripe with Hyperscape, and it fits. It's a technology based like cyber game. I get that whole theme.
So you're like in the virtual reality kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, it actually takes place inside a computer internet kind of. Like the idea of the game like so it's actually weird. The Hyperscape is like the internet that everybody like goes on to.
Is it like Ready Player One?
Yeah, it's like Ready Player One. And the actual BR game has a different name. So it actually makes me interested to see if like is Hyperscape going to be more like a platform for Ubisoft to put other games inside of, like other game types?
Okay. That would be cool.
They are trying to invent.
They
are trying to invent Ready Player One. Wow.
That's cool. Okay.
Good job,
so, like
Ubisoft.
I was saying, I love the concept. I love the idea. I love the map design. That all being said, I hate laser beam weapons. I hate them. The only game I've ever put up with
hit
them.
Scan?
Huh?
You don't like hit scan weapons?
Yeah. The only thing that I've ever liked that
Call of Duty was hit scan for years.
Oh, here we go. Call of Duty, guys. New tangent.
Call of Duty corner.
No.
Pew, 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 pew. Call of Duty corner.
I say.
All right now.
we're going back to another tangent. I guarantee you.
No, I'm just making a point. The only one that I ever liked was Halo. That was the only one that I could bear.
Oh,
with
Halo!
Laser.
Halo. Most of their weapons weren't hit scan though. The laser weapons were plasma weapons were projectiles.
But what was it?
I think the
Spartan
laser
laser?
were
The Spartan laser, the pistol, the what was it? The plasma pistol, the one that you charged up and took out the shields with.
So you're not talking about hit scan weapons.
It's not necessarily. Sure. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with.
So you don't
like
the concept of laser weapons,
right?
Okay.
So yeah, so it for some reason like lasers just don't feel as tactile as bullets. to me when I'm playing a shooter. I need to play another
Sure.
game that has lasers in it. That like this will probably be
don't-
my break back into it,
Um,
and I want to
I-
replay the Halo series again
how
to see if that.
how much
stands.
Hyperscape gameplay have you watched?
Not a whole lot. Like I said,
There
I've only
aren't
watched,
lasers.
I thought they were lasers.
No, they're all guns.
Well, no, but they're
They're
like
like
laser
guns.
guns, are they not? They're like
Beam guns. Is that where
They're
you're
guns.
Beam guns?
Yeah, they're like beam, like maybe
Like
like
Star
magnetic
Wars.
beam rifles, maybe at best, but
No,
they're
I'm
like
looking at
not
footage.
lasers.
These are like normal looking guns, but
Oh,
with like
okay.
sci-fi coat on it.
I'll have to
So I
watch more.
I don't know what
but
gameplay you were watching.
I
I
don't know
kind of see
everything.
where you're coming from because the sniper rifle particularly has like a really long tracer trail.
Yeah, that's,
you might be
that
thinking
was a sniper.
tracers?
Because I of course I watch sniper gameplay because I love snipers. So I'm watching a guy that's using a sniper, and to me, that's one thing I can't stand with a sniper is I want something that's meaty and hits hard, and I feel like the laser's like pew. So I don't know.
It's like the sound design, I guess you're talking about.
It
Just,
could be. It could be. I can't give you a straight answer as to what bothers me about it. It's just like
They're like pew pew.
yeah, it's gross to me. But I want to try the game before I give like a thought on it. So
Oh,
more
wow.
to come for that. When does it go into open beta?
I actually don't know.
Because I
I
know
have no
right
idea.
now it's
Oh,
mainly
no.
only streamers that are involved with it, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it's like in closed technical
Okay.
beta right now.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a like very stylized the bullet trails like stay for a while kind of thing.
Yeah,
They're not lasers,
that
but it's
turns
just
me
very
off a little bit.
stylized.
Even in Call of Duty, the tracers bothered me. Like, I don't think I could ever use a gun that has tracers on them. So maybe it's just that. It's just something that leaves a light trail because it just gives away your position.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing the Valorant thing where you like sign up, you like link your Twitch account, and then you get drops by watching streamers.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll have to do that then. I don't.
Oh no.
But you guys got to try to play a little bit with me because everyone didn't play Valorant with me. And it was,
Oh yeah, I'll try this. I mean, not that interesting,
Yeah.
but this is something I would try.
I think
Valorant,
this
I
is
was
at
like,
least
that was just a big nope.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great. I played a couple of games
Yeah.
of it, and like the first game I played of it, because it's 25 rounds. It's like, when is this gonna end?
Yeah, it's
2
I'm-
hours of fucking
Oh,
round after
jeez.
round. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of like Counter Strike, so I knew immediately
Yeah,
like I
me
wasn't
too.
really going to be into Valorant.
I just had to
But,
try it just to be able to say like, yeah, it wasn't that great. But I don't know. Anyhow,
We'll try.
Okay,
We'll let you guys
let's
know.
move on to more Ubisoft talk.
Oh what?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Ubi
all
talk.
the Ubies.
Ubi talk.
Ubi talk.
It's
That
an
sounds
Ubi
like-
talk corner.
That sounds like
Ubi talk. Do you guys know
Ubi
that
talking about Ubisoft.
Ubisoft is short for ubiquitous software?
Wow.
Oh, I
didn't
feel
know
like
fact.
I
I
had
feel
heard
like
that
I
from
heard,
somebody.
yeah, I think I heard that somewhere.
That's how you know it's
I did not.
Ubisoft and not Ubisoft.
Yeah, but
No,
it sounds so much better when you say
they say
Ubisoft.
Ubi.
Hey, wait, can't you say
It's 'cause they're dumb.
Well, no, they're French Canadian. That's
ubiquitous?
why. Ubisoft.
I can say ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
Anyway,
Continue.
What's going on?
coming up next week on the 12th, we got Ubisoft Forward, which is going to be their like E3 press conference
Are they gonna
type
finally
dealy do.
show
Wow.
Assassin's Creed Ragnarok?
Yep, they're going to show.
Thank goodness. Valhalla, you mean?
So
Oh,
I'm
same
expecting we're
difference.
probably going to have a.
Same
Yeah, I
difference.
know, right? We're probably going to have a Assassin's Creed gameplay like demo.
I
I'm
guarantee.
expecting.
Finally. I can't wait
Like
to
a
play it.
long form demo. I'm expecting a Watch Dogs Legion long form demo.
Guarantee that too.
They
it's-
have a trailer right now up that you can go watch. That's just kind of like a preview trailer that has like some snippets of stuff that they're presumably going to show in there.
Oh wow.
So yeah, you know, obviously there's a lot of Hyperscape because that just got announced. A lot of Valhalla, a lot of Legion. But interesting, there's quite a bit of Ghost Recon in there,
Ghost Recon, eh?
which I was actually surprised by. I know that coming up soon for Ghost Recon. They're having a update that adds AI companions to the game.
Oh, thank God!
Because that was like a big thing that people were like annoyed about on launch. But it makes me wonder if they're going to do like more with Ghost Recon, just because of how prominently it's displayed in the like teaser trailer for the event.
Yeah.
Like Ghost Recon gets as much play as like
Division.
Watchdog does.
Was
Division's not in this at all.
What's
Oh,
the
really?
Division doesn't come
trailer
up at all
with
in
all
the
the
trailer,
punk
really.
kids in it?
That's I think that's either you have to check and like look at the art style, but it's either Watch Dogs, because Watch Dogs is like set in London, so there's like punk. I think the specific one you're talking about, I think is a Watch Dogs scene.
Oh, really? Okay.
But some of it is also Hyperscape.
Wow.
So
So wait, how do
if you see people running on rooftops with baseball bats, that's probably Hyperscape.
Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know yet or live under a rock, you can also get a copy of Watch Dogs 2 for PC by watching this, supposedly.
What?
I'm trying to figure out how.
They'll probably have like a promo code up on the screen or something at some point.
Oh, so you just have to write it down and do it? Like that's
Yeah. I'm pretty sure EA did the same thing during their thing.
It says don't forget to log into your Uplay account anytime after Trackmania and before the end of the main show to claim free copy of Watch Dogs 2.
Oh, okay. Damn it! So you have to actually like watch it, otherwise you can't. Well, what if I'm working, man? Come on.
Well, just set it up on your computer, ready to go.
Yeah.
Just like set your computer up on their Twitch page, and it'll just run.
Yeah, I guess. It's only for an hour and 45 minutes.
So after their Trackmania thing.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. So there's going to be a little bit of Trackmania. It looks like they might show a little bit of Just Dance.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, my favorite game.
To be expected, because they kind of have Just Dance every single year. How do you guys feel about Ubisoft's lineup this year?
What is it? You got
Assassin's Creed, you got Watch Dogs.
Okay.
Hyperscape.
It's normal as every other year.
Sounds like
looks like there might be new trials.
Right? Yeah, it sounds like any other year for Ubi. They always have a strong presence, but you never not expect them to have these games or the games that they come out with. You're just like, oh yeah, I already knew that, but you're still like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
When was their last new IP?
It's solid. I feel like it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Just having a Ubisoft lineup.
New IP. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, it's like they always
Watch
just
Dogs.
kind of dish. Yeah,
and that's been out for what, 6 years now, at least.
I think, probably somewhere around that. Maybe not. For Honor.
Oh, well, that didn't do so well, didn't it?
It did all right.
Okay.
For Honor is actually pretty popular. It's kind of
a pretty niche kind of genre, though.
Yeah. It's a fighting game. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I wouldn't play it.
I also feel like Ubisoft just has it's so ingrained in the community as like a quality like publisher.
You know what you're gonna get with a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, you're not gonna be disappointed. You're just gonna
good
be
at
like
milking their
solid.
IP.
They're solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's their excuse for not doing newer IPs is because they excel at making sequels.
Yeah, making sequels
and polishing it enough.
Guys,
but
they just put out a new IP. It's called Hyperscape.
Oh, duh.
We forgot about
that. What is
it's not
that?
like we talked about it for all of 5
it.
minutes
No,
and a 30-minute segment
about,
for it, you know?
Whatever. Yeah, other BRs.
Battlefield.
We're so dumb.
Everything around it.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes then. Okay.
So
I'm excited for that Hyperscape.
Yeah.
Thing.
I mean, to be fair, Hyperscape could take place in the Watch Dogs universe for all we know.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
True. Wait, I like that idea. That sounds cool.
But anyway,
that fan theory though.
How do you guys feel about? So, like, obviously, we got Watch Dogs here, right? We got Assassin's Creed.
I haven't played Watch Dogs.
Known quantities.
I haven't played Watch Dogs either. I feel like that's gonna have to be one of our YouTube videos.
Yeah,
You
the
should
new
check it
one's
out.
interesting.
It's
The one-
Let's
it's like
get
a
a free
GTA.
copy
Like
of 2, and let's play it, John. I think that needs to be one of the next ones.
You don't want the third 3?
so,
I mean, we
rumors
can.
are afoot
Mm-hmm.
that Far Cry 6 is going to be announced at this presentation.
Oh
Okay.
wow!
Possibly.
How do you guys feel about that?
I
Also,
hope it's
apparently,
better. I hope it's better than Far Cry 5. That's
Yeah,
all
bring
I'm
it back
gonna
to
say.
a nice location.
rumor is that I don't know the actor's name, but he plays
Jared Leto.
what's that character's name?
Uh,
Gus?
That was the most
In,
random ass.
Breaking Bad.
No, I understand where
Aaron
you're coming
Paul?
from, Jared Leto. I could
Wait,
see that. No,
Gus
no.
from Breaking Bad.
But Breaking Bad, Gus. Yes, Gus from
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. What's his name?
Aaron Paul?
No.
The one that
I
was
don't
like
know.
a
He has
dad
a really.
in Malcolm in the Middle, right?
No.
No.
Gus. Not.
We don't
Fuck
know
Gus
anyone.
is.
Yeah, who's that?
Gus is
I don't-
the Chicken Hermanos owner.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're
You're not helping.
explaining the character, and I haven't watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
so-
you're.
It's like
It's, it's
For-
just
for
like
like-
explaining advanced physics to someone
It's
with
not helpful.
more advanced
No,
physics.
no
I'm gonna butcher
context.
his name. It's the Mando in Mando, the villain, the last villain with
Oh,
the saber.
Sean Bean.
No, what? Wait, Sean Bean is not in Mando.
Sean
he
Bean's in
could've been.
everything, and he always dies. Come on.
Giancarlo Esposito. I butchered his name.
Wait,
That's
who
his
was
name.
that?
That
What?
sounds like a
What?
name you made up.
Wait, was
Anyway.
it the officer?
Wait, the officer? The main guy. The main guy. The one at the very end where he comes out the TIE
ship?
fighter with the
Okay.
with the sword.
Can we not
Oh, okay.
spoil this for people?
Cool.
The dark
It's still
sword?
relatively
Oh, sorry.
new.
Spoilers for Mando.
Spoiler. Well, we didn't give away that much. Okay, moving on, just in case. Go
Yeah,
on.
all he says
He's
the
gonna
guy
beat it?
came out of a TIE fighter with a sword.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
it's pretty
but that's
cool.
what I'm saying. Like, I
But
know
there's-
they'll go more.
How can it be spoiled if there's no context?
I don't know, because I don't
Anyways.
know where you guys were going with it. I'm just
Wait,
saying, don't spoil it.
We
Also, he kills Baby
digress.
Yoda. So,
Oh,
Moff Gideon.
spoiler.
Oh,
Moff Gideon.
no.
Moff Gideon was the
Oh,
character
okay.
he played. Yeah.
I
He's
feel
a
like
cool
that
character.
was a spoiler.
That didn't actually happen, though.
Yes,
Oh.
It's fake news. Anyways, go on, Joey.
he's in it.
So, yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel
Esposito,
about
isn't
that?
it?
It's pretty...
Esposito.
Go on,
pretty
Joey.
basic lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very
pretty
basic
safe
Ubisoft.
lineup from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
But nice. Like I at least there's gonna be some stuff here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if you guys watched EA's presentation.
Yeah, yep.
Whenever it was last
Yeah.
week
That's a
or a
waste of
couple weeks
time.
ago or whatever.
Ugh.
But
I
like EA's presentation was literally
We
like
make games.
Star Wars, and then and EA
Oh,
tends
yeah.
to do this where they'll just have like a year where they have nothing to show.
Don't
But, like-
worry, we're making games.
But like they have to have a presentation for like
Yeah.
prosperity.
Yep.
So they get up there and like they put their developers in front of the camera just to
It's
say
so
like
awkward, yeah.
Oh my!
we're working on things, guys. Like we can't wait to show
Wow.
you the stuff we're working on.
Amazing. Yeah, but with Ubisoft,
I
I'm
hate
just
when someone goes up on
like-
the stage and says, "I can't wait to show you this." Like, just
Yeah,
shut up
right?
and fucking show it.
Right? Like you have nothing for
Just
if
you
have
wait.
nothing to show. Don't.
are you
talk
guys
about it.
ready? Just hold on.
Give us like
Anyways,
next year.
Like Ubisoft, like I'm happy with. Like
They always have
anything
something to
Ubisoft.
show.
Yeah,
always
and-
do.
well, not just that. I like we said earlier, it's gonna be a good. They're gonna have a good product, and if it's not a good product, it'll be a better product in 5 years or something
Exactly.
once they
Yeah.
develop it.
And
Yeah,
at
They're gonna
least,
take
at
at
some-
least we'll get fixed.
with season passes,
fucking-
but it's a business
Oh.
model. It works.
Do you guys remember the EP presentation when they showed this? I forgot which Assassin's Creed, but like they assassinated a guy and then it fell over on a ledge, but the body was still floating, and like the presenter was like, "Oh," she like panicked a little bit and
No.
kept going. Oh
That
my
sounds
god!
hilarious.
I mean,
good times.
That doesn't bother me though. It's a
Yeah,
game
no,
glitch.
no,
Who
no.
'Cause
cares?
at
It's
least-
not game
yeah.
breaking.
Yeah,
And
No,
also, it's a game that's in beta
yeah.
or
No, that
like
was
in
funny.
alpha usually. Like it's like a
Well, even
slice
then,
of the game.
if it happens
that's-
in the game, in the finished product after I bought it, I don't care. That doesn't bother me.
It's pretty funny.
It's
No,
funny.
that's what I want. I
would
can't wait for
rather-
that for their presentations.
I would rather them go up and show actual gameplay
Mhm.
than just like,
just like a
a
bunch of
stinger
CG fucking-
trailer or
Yeah,
the CG
make it
cutscene or something
staged.
like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's like you going up and like actually playing the game with a controller in your hand is like
Makes you want to play.
It builds confidence
Oh,
because it shows that like they're confident enough in their product to go up there and play it on stage, even if it might have a bug here and there.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
watching
But then-
Jessica Simpson eat the Carl's Jr. burger. It makes you want to eat it.
It's just so messy.
Typically, what will happen though is they'll do like a pre-stage presentation
Yeah.
for the
Well, that's what
actual
they
like
started
presentation,
doing.
and then you'll get the actual like gameplay presentation in the back room, right? So like the journalist will get that when they like go for the individual meetings with the studios and stuff like that, and that's where you see the actual game running generally with all its bugs and all its glory and stuff like that.
It was pretty funny when they started doing the like the fake voice actors with the team speak. Like
Oh, yeah.
really
right.
obviously scripted.
For the
like
division.
I'm gonna it's like
That
I'm
was
going in,
hilarious.
guys. I'm gonna wreck some fools.
Oh,
No one says that in real life.
stop.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Very
Yeah.
corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they didn't know what to say. They're like, lit fam.
It was all scripted, probably.
We're gonna pwn these
See, that's the thing though,
noobs.
PJ. If they said lit fam, that would be more realistic than like what Ubisoft has.
I'm gonna yeet these players out
Right?
of here.
Like a real player would be like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to drop my shit. Homeboy's about to get yeeted. Let's go."
Right? That sounds believable.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so
okay.
weird.
While we're on the topic of stupid shit that we say, whenever someone says
Correct.
no, cracked is fine. That
Oh.
one's funny to me. Whenever someone says
No,
sus,
thirsted.
no,
Thirst-
thirsted,
gross.
thirsted doesn't bother me.
Thirst is so
Sus. I hate when people say sus.
Wait, what's
Let's
sus?
wrong with
suss
sus,
this,
bro?
let's suss this out.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
feeling-
No, you
look
gotta
hell
educate
sus
me. What's
right
this?
now, not
Let's
being
suss
into
it.
sus.
No,
I've never heard this.
John,
needs
John,
suspect.
yeah. Oh,
Wait, really?
Yes.
No.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know that slang.
That's stupid.
Oh, no, that's old time slang, bro.
Yeah,
it's also-
and it bothers the crap out. Okay, so
Oh wait. Oh
Sus.
my.
you know who I'm
I-
even talking about?
No.
No, Garrick does because we watch the same
Oh.
person. There's a guy
Do I?
on YouTube, total respect, fantastic player, love his videos. He's a great Call of Duty player, great shooter
Who?
player.
Who?
Korean Savage,
Who? Oh.
K3. But he
Wait.
says sus way too much, and it
Oh.
triggers me. Like I'm taking a shit watching him, and I'm like, I want to
I
punch
haven't
a wall.
noticed. I haven't really
Anybody
noticed
can-
that, and it wasn't really bothersome to be honest.
Yeah, well, okay. So the same way you feel about thirst
Wait,
is
what's
the same way that I
context of
feel
it?
about
How
sus.
do you use the word
Uh,
sus?
Oh, dude, the fact that this room is completely cleared out is so sus.
No,
I don't
well,
understand
no. This
What?
guy, this hooded person going down an alley
Is
at
sus.
night is very sus.
Wait, why would
but-
wait, what
Okay,
is it like?
I've typically heard it in relation to a party, right? So
Oh.
you walk into a party, and if the party is like low key and doesn't look lit,
Uh-huh.
then it's the opposite of lit is sus.
Okay,
so you're
can
like,
you, can
oh,
you use
really?
that in,
Or
in
like the-
another
I don't.
sentence?
Use it in
I
a
still
sentence,
Yes, please.
bro. Let's go somewhere else. This place is hella sus.
Okay,
I-
can I get a
I-
definition?
I think that's worse.
That hurts
But anyways-
more.
Yeah. No, but anyways, like I would only associate sus with like let's suss this out. Let's figure this out.
Wait, what
I
Let's
never-
suspect this out. I no.
That doesn't make sense.
No. Have you not heard the actual like
Okay.
the
hold on.
dictionary version of sus?
No.
I don't
you-
think
let's
there's
suss
a
this
dictionary
out.
version of sus.
No, it is. It is. Look it up
Okay. Anyhow,
right now. Pause the podcast, everyone.
no.
Whoever's listening, tell us on the Discord what it says.
Dictionary, sus, verb, to realize or grasp. He sussed it. Noun, knowledge or awareness of a specified kind. Adjective, shrewd and wary.
Uh-huh. Can I get the words?
what I got for you.
Language of origin. Is it English?
Yes, it's English.
Okay.
I feel like there's too many ways to like break down this word.
Yeah, we should suss that out.
Does this word
Comes from the
contain any?
1930s. It's abbreviation for suspect or suspicion.
But,
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Oh,
see,
shit.
so I was right.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait,
Right,
so it
okay.
is an old school slang? Wow.
So sussing it out is more of a slang than than the word sus is.
Ah. Wow, I didn't know that. Anyways,
Still sounds stupid, but yeah, okay.
yeah. Either version of the word is like, I don't know. It's
Okay,
just say suspect or
Okay.
let's figure this out.
that's what I'm saying. It bothers me. It's a very dumb word, and it triggers me when I hear people say it. No offense to the individuals, but that moving us away from Ubisoft because they use dumb slang too.
Yeah.
Let's move on. I can't handle.
Let's
any
talk
more of
about more hyperspace.
it. No.
This is a little. It's not quite in the right time frame, but imagine if all the characters in Great Gatsby said sus all the time.
Oh no! Don't ruin it.
I mean, if you really
So
think
sus.
about like Romeo and Juliet, like Shakespeare and stuff like that, like it sounds like kind of high classy, but that was back in the day.
That
like,
was
really,
their
like,
slang.
like
Yeah.
Back
slang
in
and
my
low-class kind of-
day.
So it's
No,
like
Joey.
I can see that happening.
Move on. I can't handle it anymore. Please.
How dare you?
Okay, we're gonna move on. Ubisoft Forward's the thing that's happening. Go watch it when it happens. Hopefully, there'll be fun announcements and
I don't know.
stuff
It
to
looks
talk
very
about
sus.
Right?
next week.
Shut up.
All right. I don't
Well,
know.
it's your
Lineup's
fault.
looking
You started
sus.
talking about sus. Golly.
You're
And now
triggering
it's in Gary's vernacular.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to
It's
use
ruined.
it every
He's gonna use
single
it all the
day
time.
now.
Thirsty.
Just like allegedly.
Oh God, no. Joey, please.
Why not
You
just
like
say
allegedly.
Thursday sus.
Yeah. What's the next thing?
Joey, move, please.
Okay. Anyway, browsing the r/game subreddit, I came upon a roguelike Souls mod for Dark Souls made by the creator of the Daughters of Ash mod for the same game. Basically, it's just like a mod that rebuilds the way that you play through Dark Souls, turns it into a like roguelike experience where you go to different areas in different orders, and there's different enemies in different locations, and different loot in different locations, and stuff like that. It's kind of similar to a randomizer, but it's a little bit better because it's like actually designed in a way so that you don't get like soft locked anywhere. Like a randomizer can randomize things in a way where the game will just kind of break. And this is like designed to not do that. But anyway, I saw this and I thought it was really, really cool and neat. I think it's like interesting when people take a game and like redesign, like take the structure of it and like redesign how you play it, right? And like some of the biggest franchises in the world are essentially that, right? Like Counter-Strike was a mod for Half-Life, and Dota, and so by extension, League of Legends come from
Daisy.
Daisy, but I meant like MOBAs as a genre. MOBAs come from a Warcraft mod, which I think comes from a StarCraft mod, actually.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Right, so it's like a lot
crazy.
of like big franchises and like whole game genres come from mods.
Wow.
So I wanted to throw the question out there: what's everybody's favorite mod for a game?
Well, that's a great question. Let's suss this out.
What have I done? I've exposed
I'll start off
everyone
with
to
one.
this. Yeah, go ahead, Joe. Please.
Okay.
I'm gonna legit just blurb out every time you say sus. I'm not
There's
really.
That's very sus.
There's a mod for Fallout New Vegas called. Actually, I'm gonna bring attention to two mods. Right, there's a mod called Project Nevada. I think on Fallout 3 it's called like Project Wasteland or something like that. Well, realistically, like I feel like you can't play either of those games without that mod because it adds so many like standard first-person shooter features that are missing from the game in the first place, right?
Ooh.
Things like aim down sights for all the weapons,
Ooh.
a
Wait, this is
dedicated
New
grenade
Vegas?
button. Yeah, New Vegas.
Ah,
And and it just adds like a bunch of tuning features so that you can like fine tune the gameplay and stuff like that. And then Tale of Two Wastelands, which is a mod that combines Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas into one game. So like
Okay.
you boot the New Vegas client, and when you hit new game, it starts from Fallout 3. And like there's an actual location that you can go to in the game that will allows you to travel between New Vegas, like the Mojave Desert,
Yeah.
and the Capital Wasteland.
that's a long
So it
distance.
like effectively combines New Vegas and Fallout 3 into one game, and that's really cool mod.
Yeah.
I'm really into that one.
I might have to
that's
try the
cool.
first one you said, because I tried playing New Vegas and I couldn't get into it. It was just, it felt very old. Like the gameplay felt.
Oh yeah.
just
Oh, it adds
outdated.
sprint. I forgot about that. Yeah, it adds sprint
Okay.
to the game. Project Nevada is like must have when you're
Okay.
playing New Vegas for sure. Also the Dust mod. I think it's just called Dust, but it's like a complete overhaul for New Vegas that turns it into like a hardcore survival game. So that one's kind of neat too. I think they have a similar one for Fallout 4. I think it's made by the same team. That one's called Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm not too familiar, or I don't really delve too far deep into the mod world. I'm usually keen on keeping things vanilla, because I don't spend too much time on games after the first experience, per se. But the one I spent a lot of time with was Minecraft, Tekkit, and all that. But other than that, no other no other games that like AAA games and stuff that I've played that I expanded on with mods.
Well, have you played Skyrim?
Only on console.
Well, I want to introduce you to a mod for Skyrim. My favorite mod. It's called Realistic Horse Genitalia.
Oh wow,
no!
that's cool.
Okay.
So,
Why would
wait,
you
so
do
John,
this?
so John, you played Skyrim mod?
No, I haven't. I
okay.
tried, but
He's kidding.
none of the mods grabbed my attention. Most of them was like stuff I didn't really care
The
about.
only thing that grabbed his
Yeah.
attention was horse.
horse.
genitalia.
horse genitalia.
Ah,
No, it's like
Stupid.
the only real things were like the
horse
graphical
genitalia.
enhancements. It's like
Uh-huh,
making like
uh-huh.
like higher.
Very-
Very sus.
That's very sus.
But yeah, most of the mods I
Very
download for games
explains a lot.
are like graphical kind of improvements and
Yeah.
and things that improve.
Just imagine the horse.
engines
It's like
of
it's
the
like
game.
looking at you.
But yeah, I'm pretty same together. It's like I like the vanilla
Yeah.
experience, and usually I don't kind of when I beat the game or when I done playing the game, I don't go further.
Yeah,
Into
and
it.
I understand it does expand the
Extends,
life of the game, which is great, but it's just not my forte.
Yeah.
How about you, PJ? Any experience? Because you've been a console player, so you haven't
right.
really experienced much in the way of mods, have you?
Not so much. It's so I say like what Joey was saying before. Kind of like League is the mod for me.
That's not a
If you
mod.
want-
It's not a
but
mod.
not directly, but indirectly. So like MOBA,
Yeah.
I guess as a genre being a mod.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
you could have bought StarCraft, and you could have been playing a mobile plus an RTS
Mhm.
game.
No,
Why
but
did
I
you
didn't
20
like
years ago.
StarCraft.
to-
I don't like StarCraft.
Oh,
It's
okay.
too much
Wait.
going on at one time for me.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's why you play the MOBA mod. in the
So
StarCraft
let's
server.
linger on League of Legends a little bit more since
no.
PJ is most familiar with it. Let's suss this out.
I
Joey, would you?
I wasn't
would
gonna
you con-
delve into it.
So, before there's this game type called ARAM. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I am familiar with
So
it.
before ARAM was invented, they had
I guess it's a mod.
all random
Bottom.
ARAB,
What?
all random, all
ARAB?
bottom. and it used to
What?
be on this other map that wasn't designed for that, but
Sex position?
players started
It was like
using
a
that
custom
map.
mode,
Yeah,
basically.
players
Why is it
started
all
using that
bottoms, though?
map for that purpose more so than the actual map that it was designed for.
Right.
Would that be considered a mod? They created ARAM because of ARAM.
RAM.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like a mod
Damn.
within its own game.
It's not quite a mod because you're not actually
not
modifying
changing
anything
anything.
about the game
You're
code.
just playing it differently.
Ah,
But I was going to say, to jump back to Techic,
mods.
see, I can never get into mods for Minecraft because
Oh,
I'm so
wow.
used to all the rules around like vanilla Minecraft.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
I
I
didn't-
feel like they break the game too. It's like
See,
this.
that's one thing I have issues with mods. Whenever I try mods, I don't usually have great luck where it's like very fleshed out and smooth.
I can't
and
think of a
works with
mod.
the game.
I really can't think of a direct mod to a game that I've played, which is very sad.
Well, it's okay. You're a console player. You
Yeah.
were inferior to the
No,
PC
yeah,
Master Race.
I've been playing PC for a while too, so it's not like I intermingled the two.
Apparently
I just
not
played
long
PC,
enough.
I just played PC far less. Now, like, I'm intrigued by Gary's mod, which I guess would be considered a mod game, would it not, or is it its own game in general?
Yes, I would consider Gary's mod a game that is a mod.
Okay,
Like,
so
in its like nature is a game where you're like modifying.
Okay.
I think
and,
that
like-
is one of the like, even though I've never
Like-
played it, I think it's one of the best like things that any developer has ever done, given you the tools to work and create your own thing. I know that other games have done that too, like Halo did that with Forage mode, and there's a bunch of other games that have done similar things, but Gary's mod legitimately gave you every asset they've ever created to work with.
You ever play any like custom maps in Left 4 Dead?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
Those are technically mods.
I
Oh, wow.
played Left 4 Dead with instead of zombies, it was Care Bears, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a mod.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It was dumb.
I've definitely played with mods, but it was like soft mods.
Yeah, you never played with like any
like a whole new
big time
game.
overhauling mods.
Oh,
yeah.
I that was a fun mod I played with. It was Civ 5,
Oh,
and it reskinned everything to when Game of Thrones was cool.
Big,
yeah.
Mhm.
It had a custom map where it's all Westeros.
What
And-
a
and-
nerd.
Yeah, and it had all the houses, and that was really dope because they really got
Oh,
fleshed
wow.
out. So that was cool. So yeah, that's a mod.
Okay.
like
Nice.
Have to go. I'm a big fan of the Long War mod for XCOM.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That's a good one for both XCOM 1 and XCOM 2. Primo mod there.
Yeah.
Mods are cool.
I don't have much to say about it, unfortunately.
I
You
would
have to make
recommend
PJ play again
downloading
with some mods.
Skyrim. Yeah, and download
Yeah, there you
that realistic horse.
Gen
Gen
10.
10.
Oh yeah.
Need that horse cock.
Download it, turn all your horses into like My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. My Little Pony is
And-
fake stuff, cartoony stuff. You want the realistic stuff, man.
You want
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Turn
even
all
go
the
there.
dragons into
Next topic.
Thomas the
Oh,
Tank
yeah.
Engine.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be quite a
Like it plays the music as they come
It's so
in.
dumb. So dumb.
That'd be so scary.
Skyrim's a good time.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Next dumb topic.
Amazon's Crucible,
Oh, this thing
which
again?
is that like
What is
hero
that?
shooter that we talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
a few weeks ago or so,
Uh-huh.
is going from
garbage?
release back into closed
Oh.
beta.
Okay,
Oh,
so it is
I guess it is garbage.
Let me
Yeah.
clarify my last statement. Sorry, the last topic was not stupid. I think that is a really interesting question, Joey. The mod one. I just think this is a dumbass like decision for
Yeah,
Amazon.
the whole idea about like, yeah,
Why the fuck
like-
would you step back? Like, oh, it's out. Oh wait, never mind. Only like 10 people can play it
Whoopsies.
again.
Well, isn't
Well-
that's
Well, that's I think it's smart.
That's the first game too, so they don't
Yeah.
know what they're doing.
Well, I
No,
think
but-
it's a smart move.
I think Amazon's just throwing their junk around and they just slammed on the table like, yeah, we can fucking close the game again. Like, no,
Yeah.
no.
No, I think it's smart, 'cause
honestly,
if you
it's,
are
it's better. It's
Yeah.
better than leaving it
a
saying it's
tainted
game.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, ew,
And then-
taint.
Everyone that sees it is like, that's
Like
garbage.
Anthem.
Yeah, at least they have a chance to kind of re-release it
Yeah.
and kind of
Ag-
fix what they're
I
doing.
think it's too
So
late.
So what
A
caused
similar
them to
thing-
take it back to beta?
okay, so the gist of it is basically they got a lot of feedback on launch from
It's like,
people
That was
saying
crap.
that it's bad. And then
Wow.
so then they just
actually
decided
listened
to take the further step and go back into closed beta. So that
So
they could-
okay, I commend them and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. It's better than what they did, what EA did with
Oh my
BioWare
god, you
with
just have
Anthem.
such a like vendetta against Anthem.
No, I
so
want
angry.
Anthem
Garbo.
to be successful
You're
because
angry because you're
I want to
passionate.
play. I want to play that game so badly.
You're
I said
angry
this so
because
many
you love
times.
it.
Yeah, I said this so many times. The concept is amazing, but they didn't do it justice, and now they did it all wrong. But what they're doing with Crucible, I commend Amazon, and I'm okay with it.
and like again, this is a similar thing to what Square Enix did with Final Fantasy 14. Right, when Final Fantasy 14 came out, it was just like a total shit show and terrible. So they basically like shut the server down and rebuilt the game and re-released it. And
Nice.
now Final Fantasy 14 is like one of the biggest MMOs on the market.
Oh wow!
So yeah, I think it's probably smart because like realistically, they weren't getting a whole lot of like buzz around the game. And if players weren't really satisfied with how the game was playing, then I think this is smart because it allows them to pull back, go through and do
Yeah.
more play testing and fix the game
Good
and make
job.
it better, and then re-release it again later to try to like do the hype cycle again.
Do we see
Right.
this as a trend that might continue to happen, or is this just because Amazon is a powerhouse and they can do it? Like, do you see them doing like
Mix
other
of it.
companies
Mm.
doing this again, like ever again?
I
well,
think I think this
if it works,
Yeah.
right, and I think this is the type of thing that can only be done by a big publishing house with big
Yeah,
money,
this is
right? So
gonna
like Square Enix can get away
hit
with
them
it,
hard.
EA can get away with it with Anthem, Amazon can get away
they
with
can
it because
afford
they
it.
just have infinite money and
Yeah, I think if an indie developer
will.
did it, it would be
Yeah.
dead to rights for them.
Mhm.
but at the same
Right.
time, it's the AAA games that have
Well-
the issues anyways.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
True.
it's rare. It's rare that you see that issue with indie games because they actually try. They're passionate about
Passion
their
part,
game that
yeah.
they're
They're
working on.
passionate, but also like there's a face behind it. I guess like the indie game, there's 4 people. It's not a team or a company or a name. It's those 4
And
people.
I think typically you don't see this because nowadays games sit in early access for so long,
That too.
right? So like
Oh,
you're
Wizards of
never
Forward
getting
release.
to this situation where because like Amazon has the hubris to just like dump a game on the market
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
without like testing it or like really doing anything, right?
Mhm.
So
You're
And again,
hubris.
and it's similar to
Sorry,
you know,
Gabriels.
EA. Like they have no option. They're making a AAA game, right? They just need to put it out there and release it,
Right.
which gives them the leeway to then pull it back and like effectively put it back into closed beta.
I
if they
feel
want.
like
Whereas like I feel like most games this won't happen to because it will be in closed beta and like all of those kinks will get worked out before you see 1.0.
it feels
You know
like
what I mean?
Amazon was going through like their 16-year-old puberty stage where they just like had to lose their video game virginity, so they just did it. You know,
I mean, it's a smart move because
Just to
Amazon
throw it out?
is. No, Amazon is
No, I-
known for diversifying.
I'll take-
which is
okay,
great.
I'll-
A good business model means diversifying.
right. And I'll take back my comment. I can like respect them for taking it back. I still think it's a little bit of Amazon just flopping their cock on the table and being like,
It is a
look
reach.
how big it is. But
I mean, you're
But
not
that's
necessarily
the
wrong.
thing. They
It's
have
their
to make
money.
sure this goes right, which is why they're being careful because they don't want to start off with a stain
Yeah.
on their shirt. on the record.
Yeah, like
Amazon
Amazon kind of has like two big things right now, and that's Crucible and New World, which is their MMO, right? And both of them need to like come out banging,
Right.
Yeah.
because like those,
If not-
it's like it's their introduction. It's
Yeah.
their,
If not, no one's
you
gonna
know,
take him seriously.
I don't know.
So they
And-
gotta be careful.
Yeah, I think the game looked trashy to me in the first place. Just this fucking bouncing cat.
Hey, that's the only thing that I liked about it.
Yeah.
Bouncing cat.
I'll okay. If the game mechanics are spot on, I can accept it, and like treasure
Yeah.
it. But if they're not and it's trash and that's the only redeeming quality, no.
Yeah. Like if it weren't for the bouncing cat, I don't think I would play it.
Yeah, same here.
Agreed.
Everyone's like, what's
All
going
right.
on? Bouncing cat. What?
Go watch the
Is it
original
time?
trailers. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
All
I mean,
I
you
can
can
say.
still. So that's the thing. Is like people can still play it. You'll still see it streamed.
Right.
Um,
Well, if
but
you signed
it-
up for the beta and downloaded the game prior to them shutting it, like closing it again, you're already in the closed beta. I believe that's what I was
Yeah.
reading.
Wait, so they bought the game already, or is it what, free to play or what?
I think it's free to play.
It's free to play.
okay.
I might be wrong about that.
Like, is it
But,
okay? We'll
it
see.
is.
We'll figure it out.
But it looked like they don't have just like matchmaking going at all times. Like it looked like
What?
based on the blog post that they were like, "Hey, yeah, go join the Discord." And
Oh yeah, make a
we'll like
lobby.
post times
Oh, interesting.
that the like devs are playing and stuff. But it like specifically says like players are free to make private games. Like you can go into the Discord and like set up games through the Discord if you
That
want.
sounds wonky as fuck.
But it like there's not like an actual just random queue going.
Right. So it's actually a like
Yeah.
completely closed.
Yeah,
beta,
so
but-
Yeah,
the
but-
game will be accessible 24/7, so you can continue to self-organize matches with other players. We recommend
They're
joining
trying-
the Discord server to find players to queue against.
They're trying to be controlled about it, which is
Yeah.
good. It's better than just say, "Oh, public beta, we're still figuring it out," and then all the public, like it's only for serious players that are trying to help.
They're still getting free beta
develop
testers,
it.
Bruh,
but
sounds
these are
sus.
the true fans.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying to suss it out.
Looks kind of sus.
We used it both ways.
Yes. Okay. I'm over it.
It's so versatile. It's such a versatile word. Yeah. Anyways,
Anyway, we'll see where that goes.
yeah.
What
I
we've
hope
all
they
been
suss it
waiting
out.
for.
Yes,
What are we waiting for?
we've
Wow.
been hinting at it with our
Huh?
conversation.
Yeah.
Every
Even
week,
though there's not
guys.
really
This is
much
what
to
I
talk
look forward
about.
to.
There isn't. It's
Wait, what is it?
it's literally
No, there's plenty.
a
We're
wasted
gonna
a
talk,
wasted intro for a 5-minute conversation.
we're gonna talk for a whole nother hour. Wait, doesn't
wow.
this has an intro, right?
Yeah, I already put it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hit it.
Okay,
Right
Call of
now?
Duty Corner. We're doing Call of Duty
Yeah.
Corner.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that
wow.
was great, PJ.
That was great.
I love
Okay.
what you're doing with these intros.
Warzone mid-season impressions. Go.
Okay, let me get.
I feel like I haven't
comfortable.
played much, but sure, why not?
Okay.
All right,
Good
I'll
enough.
say something. The foul's really good. Have
Okay.
you guys
Yes.
used the foul?
I'm still leveling it up, but I intend to
No.
use it.
I want
Very
to use
good.
it
Yeah, I have,
eventually, but yeah, I have been seeing that it's very strong.
like making snipers out of.
So
You can make a sniper out of
So-
it.
Yeah, no,
okay,
that's fine,
so
yes.
what I recommend to us who are giving impressions, like all of us,
Uh-huh.
just scroll up to last week and see what you touched upon during this whole week.
Look,
And-
yeah, go up, look at the new changes, and then talk about how you feel about said
yeah, and
changes.
let's suss that out.
How do you
the
guys feel about the gulag weapons?
Sure, why not?
Doesn't bother me.
I'm-
That's a problem. don't
I'm
care.
bad at the snipers. It's all like sniper and marksman
I'm
rifles.
good
and-
up until they give me a
simple.
fucking dragon off, and then I'm dead in the water. I
Like,
think
I'm
I'm
well, 'cause
garbled
I-
at crossbow.
I'm
Crossbow's
so
tough,
lost
too.
because
Yeah.
I'm so lost because I like either I'm trying to snipe them or I'm getting stabbed in the back because they're already throwing a knife at me or
Oh wow. I haven't
knocking
been-
me over across the head.
Oh.
So
I haven't
but-
been sniped yet. I mean
Oh.
stabbed.
Yeah.
oh, lucky
I don't
you.
really like the snipers in the gulag. I wish they would just go back to pistols.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like the rotation bit.
Yeah, the rotation makes it
That's
fresh and
so-
interesting.
It keeps it fresh.
I like
just
the
don't like
throwing
the
knives.
rotation.
Throwing knives are fun.
I'm down with the rotation if maybe the rotation is a little bit more wacky, right? So like if it's like pistols and then like the crossbow maybe.
Just all crossbows the
like-
whole season.
Yeah, maybe just all
Oh,
crossbow.
God.
Like
It's gonna
only
die
crossbow
I
no.
like the
anyway.
throwing knives though. The throwing knives are fun.
Throwing knives aren't terrible. Spotter scope.
So,
have you guys used it? How do you feel
Yeah.
Spotter
about it?
scope
It's
is
good.
That's cool.
it's useful.
It just feels like I think we've been using it wrong. I think John was right initially last week when he said that he should have it because he doesn't carry a sniper. So I think him having a little bit of range to be able to
okay.
scout out the
Yeah.
opposite direction from us while we're sniping.
Yeah.
Definitely. So like from now on, I will definitely be giving it to John and maybe
Yeah,
I'll
'cause
keep
I'm
the
thinking
baby
it's like-
monitor.
Yeah, it's like when you
Makes
guys are
sense.
sniping, I have no range and I can't get anyone you guys are looking at, so it's like it's me just standing there.
All right.
Yeah.
So definitely give that to John more often. I think the supply run contracts are a cool addition. I like them.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
How did those work?
So basically, you grab the supply run contract, and it's like halfway across the map. So you need a vehicle, and it's only about a minute and a half time.
It's time.
But once you get there, each
Oh,
person
okay, I got it.
has a free purchase, just one free purchase.
So you can either do a revive,
okay.
a self revive,
Yeah.
or like any of the other things other than a
So-
care package or loadout.
Yeah,
It's kinda
and
like
you get a little cash too.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of like an individual fire sale.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a toned
Okay,
down
neat.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Grow and
go ahead.
MP5 nerfs.
Uh,
The Grow
Barely
No.
did
nerfs,
anything.
Growl, I can
Yeah.
feel the recoil.
You
There's
can feel
definitely
it.
because I was
Yeah.
watching old gameplay and there's no recoil when I'm
And-
Yeah,
shooting someone from
laser.
distance, but
It's still
now
100%
there's definitely-
playable though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing, right? Is like if you go and watch any of the, all the Call of Duty YouTubers have all put out their like videos and stuff testing all the new stuff. Realistically, the ground nerf just brought it in line with the other 5.56 assault rifles, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
now your Grau, your M4, and your Kilo are all gonna be kind of about the same, right?
Yeah.
They all have very similar time to kills. They have very, very similar range, like damage ranges,
Mhm.
and they have pretty similar recoil patterns.
And I think that's good. I've seen more and more people using weapons other than the ground, which is great. So same thing with the MP5. Like I feel like the MP5 was nerfed
Yeah.
to the point
think-
where it's still 100% usable in the
was
zone
brought
that it's
in
meant
line.
to be used.
Yeah,
I think that really for the MP5, the nerfs that were done to it weren't really for Warzone. Because a lot of people just held like a pocket MP5
Oh,
to
yeah.
like whip out and dump on somebody really quick
Yeah.
in close range, right? And the MP5 nerfs were really only range nerfs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It affects
particularly
the
to the
medium range.
particularly to the 10mm rounds, right? So most of the people running 45s in Warzone weren't really affected by the MP5 nerfs.
Yeah.
But the people who are running 10 millis in standard multiplayer, that's really the people that got hurt by that MP5 nerf.
Yeah, I felt that because I think I don't know if it was a bad game or not, but yeah, I used to be able to just not even just spray from the hip fire, hit someone from across the map on shipment really easily. Can't do that anymore
With the MP5.
with MP5 unless
Gotcha.
unless that was a bad match. But I was like, what is going on? It's like I can't get a kill.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more spread and a little bit more recoil.
Yeah.
But at least when you're up close and personal, like face to face,
Yeah, it's so
MP5 is
good,
still
yeah.
pretty strong.
SMG.
Good balance.
Have you guys used the Rytech at all? How do you feel about it?
I use it.
It's-
It's
Yeah, it's still like they broke it too much. Like they were afraid of it being overpowered to the
No,
point
So-
where
I think
No,
there's
so
a
like-
glitch with it. I think
Oh,
that's
is
been
it?
confirmed. Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
PJ, describe
Okay, so
this glitch that you speak of.
I maxed out the Rytech. The first glitch I came across is if you have the explosive rounds on while you're trying to level it, you don't get experience.
Oh,
That's a known bug. Yeah.
So that's a
yeah.
bug.
But
The
I'm,
other
I'm
bug
worried about
that I'm
the functionality of it.
right. The other bug that I don't know if it's a bug necessarily, but the other thing that I'm aware of is if you get a headshot, it takes 2 headshots to actually kill someone. for a
Well,
50 round caliber or 50 caliber round. That makes no sense. The third
that
thing that I know about
oh, okay.
is you have to shoot like at their chest to hit their head, so the bullet curves
Okay.
up, which makes no sense.
Whee!
Yeah.
So those are the three things that I know.
And that's why I'm not rushing to unlock it and level it up yet, because I honestly, I like the hype was too much for a broken weapon for now.
Yeah, but mine's maxed out,
Yeah.
so I don't have to. I just use it whenever it's
Yeah, that's
fixed.
fine.
That's the way that I think
honestly,
about it.
Well,
I think it was primarily designed not for people. Like, I think it was
Yeah.
primarily designed as a tool for taking out vehicles. So
that way you
i.e.
can have a
the
sniper.
anti-material
Does it do damage
rifle.
on vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it has
definitely.
both explosive and
Oh, that's
thermite
right,
rounds,
okay.
and does
Yeah.
significant damage to vehicles.
Does it one-shot vehicles? Because
No.
I've seen vehicles
No.
explode from getting
I
hit
don't
by the
think
right
it
tag.
can one-shot
Not one
vehicles.
shot. I think a clip can maybe like disable a vehicle, a full clip.
A whole mag.
That's
Yeah,
gotcha.
a full
Wow.
mag.
Okay.
Like, I think it only takes about 3 shots to disable a standard vehicle.
So
Makes sense.
I think it depends also. I don't know exactly how it works in Warzone, and it's like different depending on different Warzone and multiplayer. I'll have to go back and like watch some of the videos on it. But yeah, it seems like it's primarily designed to be an anti-vehicle weapon.
I don't know though. Like, do you really believe that it like is it a real physics thing for a bullet to curve up after it gets shot? Is that a real thing?
No, and to
Well,
be honest with you, I don't know what you're talking about because
It could
I
be-
used it a bit.
Okay, it's not
and,
curving up. Okay, no. The problem isn't that it curves
It's
up.
the
It's zeroed
zeroing.
out, yeah, it's zeroed out at
It's zeroed
200
at
meters.
200. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
That's a
what I
glitch
mentioned
or an
earlier.
issue.
Well,
Yeah. Well, maybe
it might not be an
they
issue.
were
It might just be that the weapon's designed to be used at 200 meters.
at long range. Yeah.
I guess. I just feel like that's weird for like I don't know. Maybe
But
I'm wrong.
that's what.
Well, you're
snipers
not
are for.
supposed to
Long
use it
range.
like indoors or anything, like close quarter combat with the right tag.
No.
So, but I agree, it is way out of line compared to what people are used to with all the other weapons, where
It feels out of
it's
left
zeroed at a
field.
reasonable distance, and you could actually use it without overthinking it. So,
I don't know.
but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a cool weapon. I just think that there's a lot of little things that need to be fixed about it. I feel like there's a lot of bugs.
Well,
around
but
it.
the things that you're describing are things that you want it to do to make it a better, like,
But I want an HDR
one-on-one
killer.
sniper rifle. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think that's the intention of the weapon, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm afraid that if they buff/fix the ride tech, that things are going to go to the way of snipers to the
I
point
think
where
it's probably fine to leave the ride tech the way it is, right? Because it exists now as a primarily like vehicle disposal weapon, and there's rumors that next season we're getting the intervention anyway.
Oh wow!
So,
Well, I don't know what that is.
Well,
A very good
sorry.
bolt action rifle, sniper.
so
F and chat for John.
Oh, it's so good.
if that's the case,
Big
then
PP.
screw the ride tech. Who cares?
The
Yeah.
intervention's
Well-
a 45 cal, right?
No.
Am I way off on that? What is it?
Yeah, you're way off on that. I want to say.
Is it
that
not a 50? As well?
No, it
Oh.
fires its own for like
Oh.
proprietary round.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
anyways.
How are they gonna
Well,
find
while
the
we're waiting
M1?
for Joey,
Uh,
I'm still happy about the ride tag still being viable in Warzone as is, because it's still annoying to get shot 5 times by explosive rounds behind cover. So that is a viable gameplay aspect, but I haven't experienced that yet, which is good because of how broken people are associating the ride tag as
Right.
right now. So.
Good.
And then just to address it really quick, we haven't played 200 player Warzone. That's something we are interested in trying, and we never played Juggernaut Warzone, which I don't think any of us have a huge interest.
I'm not
in it.
interested. It
Yeah.
seems like a
It's a
gimmick, but I've
gimmick
watched
game,
plenty of gameplay to comment that it seems fun and it's a nice novelty. But it's not what I'm here to play Warzone for.
Right. I want to get a W. Like, if I get the suit, then I'll feel like, man, I just got overpowered. Or
Yeah.
Or
And
if
then-
I lose to it, then it's like, man, I'm really slow and I don't.
Yeah,
feel
more
great.
so. Yeah, more the latter than the former,
Um,
where we're just gonna get mowed down.
And then just the few bugs, really quick, that are not bugs, but uh, quality of life changes that they made last patch that we all saw. So the team wipe shows up for everybody in the feed.
That's disappointing. I
wait,
thought it was
really?
gonna be front and center.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's does anyone look at the kill feed?
I see it
don't.
I do,
sometimes.
but it passes by so
It passes
quickly.
by
If there's
so
so much
quickly.
action,
So it
too.
needs
Why
to
is
be-
why does eliminations
it needs
pop up
to
in the
be-
center?
Like, it's not even
but
all
team wipe
caps.
not?
Like, what the
Yeah.
heck? It's like
Yeah.
Regular
tiny text, thin weight too. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
It's opacity's low.
It's
to, like,
a-
what,
Like,
80%
make
or something.
it like red and blinking and like everything.
It's
Like, tell
yeah,
us.
cover the whole screen. No,
Because I'm still
Yeah.
asking, is that team wipe?
yeah. So they just need to
Sirens
fix it a
going
little
off
bit
or
better. It's a
something.
step in the right direction.
Yeah.
The 3 precision airstrikes allowed in immediate area. We no longer are having the issues with calling airstrikes, so that was a good fix. And then the gas mask cracking, I have noticed that does help me because I'm seeing a visual
Yeah.
cue rather than just having to look at the bars, figuring out how much more time I have left.
You can see your mask
So that
degrading
was
as
a
it cracks.
very
Yeah.
very good update
Oh, that's
too.
neat.
So that's what they meant by like when you're taking damage in the ring and stuff like that.
Okay.
It
So
was
gas
worded poorly.
damage.
Yeah, it was worded poorly. It has nothing to do with
Okay.
taking damage from like enemies. It's
Yeah.
just
Okay.
it's
I've
showing.
Well, they
noticed
could,
that
yeah, they
about the
could have
Call of
just
Duty
said gas
notes.
damage.
I've noticed
What
that
the
about the
heck?
Call of Duty notes, that they tend to be particularly worded weird.
I think it's like
and
written in
convoluted.
English and then they send it to like someone in India or like another country and then they write
No,
the
they're-
notes
They
and
write in
translate
English,
it.
transcribe it to Chinese,
They're trying
and then
to-
retranslate it back to
They're
English.
trying to
Yes.
be.
Little
They're trying
words
to be too concise,
Yeah.
and it's hurting the understanding of
Yeah.
people who understand English.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right. That's
We
the end
get in
of
the,
Call of
I'll
Duty.
miss you, Call of Duty
Summer
corner.
Sizzle here real quick.
Let's do
before
a
we get
summer
to-
sizzle with the
Oh,
new
yeah.
sizzliness. Let's listen. Yeah. So that's
Oh, that
it.
was
Oh,
amazing.
I'm still so
oh,
hot.
I love it.
Bothered by it.
Yeah, it's like summer and it's
Yeah.
sizzling.
It's just, I want to take a dip in a pool now.
Where are we? So I think we talked about this a few weeks ago about Skater XL.
XL.
It's out now.
It's out now on PC, PS4,
I think we talked about it
Xbox.
3 weeks in a
Did
row.
I say it
Switch.
looks garbo?
Yeah, it's very clunky looking.
Just
So I'm
give
more
me Tony
excited
Hawk.
about
That's kind of
Tony
clunky,
Hawk.
but it's still like there's such a market to fill in terms of like the
Yeah.
skateboarding simulation franchise.
Yeah.
Why does
So
everything
This looks like it came out.
blocky? Yeah, it looks like it
Yeah,
came
it
out
looks
for
like
the
it came out in
PS2.
early 2000s or something.
Yeah. Like, okay, yeah, you went
It
even
looks like a
earlier.
360 game.
It doesn't
Yeah,
even look like
360, okay,
360.
okay.
It looks like earlier than that. It's very it's washed out too. I don't know.
yeah.
I'll just wait for the Tony Hawk remaster.
Yeah, I think Tony
Developers
Hawk's
need to-
gonna look good.
Yeah, but like Tony Hawk's going to be way different. That's the thing. Is Tony Hawk's never played like the skate games.
Is this more of
and
a like
I'll just wait for the skate
street-
sequel.
Is this more of like a street skater type game versus Tony Hawk?
This is
which
more of a like this is more of a like skating simulation game.
Okay, and Tony Hawk's more like do your tricks
An arcade.
to
Yeah.
get to the next level to progress to unlock more stuff. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Still looks bad.
Not much to
Like,
say about
visually-
it. I
visually.
think we're all kind of on the same page.
It's-
Don't really care.
I'm pretty sure that Skater XL has a pretty like faithfully recreated downtown LA, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, I see some places that
Like
I
there's a lot of
recognize, yeah.
iconic landmarks that people will recognize if they're from the area or like have watched skate videos before and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's cool to see games, and this isn't the only one. There's like a few other ones that I can't think of the names of off the top of my head, but like there's a lot of people who have like been wanting a skate game for a long time, and EA hasn't been delivering.
Come
So
on, EA.
you
Yeah.
know,
They
now
delivered but not Skater XL.
Get on the right
Oh,
page,
God.
EA. Come on. Jeez.
So anyways, moving on to another game that's being released next week, July 14th, is Rocket
Wow.
Arena.
I'm
So
intrigued
this
by
is
this.
it's a obviously an arena with rockets.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know. It's a 3v3 game with it's Overwatch
Oh,
style,
3v3
Quake
game.
style,
Kind of got
and
like
with
hero shooter, but it's
yeah,
like an arena
with a
shooter
lot
at the
of
same time.
rocket explosives, and it's very fast paced and
Oh.
action packed.
I feel like this might
Um,
be a stream game for us to try out.
Yeah,
Is
Oh.
this a
so
call?
hectic.
Is this gonna be a Fat Friday, Fat Fitness Friday, Fat Rip Friday?
Oh
Yeah, if
god.
we lose, we're gonna lose so much.
Yeah.
The developer is Final Strike Games, and like I said, the publisher is EA. So
Oh no.
yeah, and it's gonna be on sale for around about maybe $30 on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and
Wait,
Origin.
both of our summer
Good.
sizzles are EA games. I feel
Yeah.
so
No,
dirty.
no, Skater XL is not
it's
a
not?
Skater XL is not a EA game.
Oh.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
okay.
It's not.
No.
Never mind. Well, we have
Anyways.
a EA game. We
You're
talked
tripping,
about
dude.
EA a lot tonight. I still feel dirty. Anyhow,
EA
Uh,
Sports.
oh,
It's in
ooh.
the game.
yeah, let's try Rocket Arena for this stream at least once. We might
fun.
like it.
But it costs money,
Okay.
so we'll see.
Oh,
Costs money.
how much?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like it's very
$30.
interesting to me that it's coming out with a regular price tag.
Yeah,
Like
you would
this
think
seems
it would
like the
be
type of game you put out for free.
And then yeah, just
Uh,
buff it with cosmetics. Like
Oh,
But
God.
then again,
so many options.
then
for
again,
that.
it's EA. It's
EA.
EA, so they want. I think
Get in your wallet.
they
Get
don't
in the
feel
game,
safe
wallet.
yet with the whole free to play idea.
Yeah, they're scared.
They tried it, right? But it didn't work out before.
It's not that
They
it hasn't
tried
worked out. They
free-to-play?
just didn't do it right.
Mm,
What was the
maybe.
free to play game they had?
I don't remember.
They probably
It doesn't
haven't.
seem memorable.
Yeah, they probably haven't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Indie game quickie.
All right,
That's
that's Summer
that's
Sizzle. Moving
Oh,
on.
wow.
nice and condensed.
Indie game quickie.
Yeah. That
Does that have an intro?
hot. Oh yeah, of course it does.
Oh,
They all
wow.
have intros.
Hot.
Indie game quickie. Indie game quickie. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love
Okay,
it. That was
PJ,
a great.
go.
So sorry, hold on one second. So the first one is actually Liberated.
Oh,
This one comes out this month. Or actually, no, it came out in June. Sorry.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago.
But this was
Whoopsies.
specifically for
What
the
happened?
Switch. No. So Liberated came out for the Switch. I
Oh,
think
Switch,
it's
okay.
coming out for PC this month, if I remember properly. But it doesn't have an
allegedly.
official release date. It's a very cool comic book
Okay.
side scroller.
Side-scrolling platformer.
So you actually are playing inside of the panels of a comic book, and it's a gritty noir type game.
I remember we talked about this. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
It's very awesome looking. It's very much reminiscent of Dead by Daylight, I think's the name of it.
Wait,
was
but
it?
Dead by Daylight
There's
isn't a
a
side
zombie game?
scroller.
No, there's another one that's a zombie game where it's a side scroller. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Oh, Zombie Terror or something?
No, it's something light.
Light. Deadlight.
Deadlight.
Light.
That's it. Thank you.
Dead.
Oh.
So it's very
I don't even know what
reminiscent
that
of
is.
that, but it's this instead has the whole comic book
That's even
noir style to it. So it's very interesting. If you have a Switch, I'd recommend checking it out, especially if you like that
Wow.
aesthetic and that type of platformer gameplay. So that one's already out. Came out last month. Supposedly coming to PC eventually. The other one is Craftopia.
wow.
This one is purchasable on Steam, but it's early access
Wow.
purchasable. It's supposed to come out this month or next month. So this is an open world multiplayer crafting game. So you go exploring.
Craft, farm, explore, battle, and automate.
Right. So there's so much that you can do with it. It looks like a
Oh.
mixture of a like
Ah,
third
TJ.
person Minecraft mixed with an MMORPG.
Wow.
So I'm moderately intrigued. Is that
I kind of get like Minecraft Zelda vibes.
Yeah, it
I'm
looks
getting
like a
just
good
like
mixture.
they don't know what art style they wanted, so they just jam
Yeah.
everything in together.
Everything is kind of
This looks really bad. Look, I
That's-
don't like that.
That's one thing I do got to say. It does feel a little all over the place and jumbly. I'm not dead set on it yet. I just saw it and I thought that was an interesting concept. It's weird because like as I'm watching the trailer again, I'm just like seeing so many games. So I like see Farmville. I see like a little bit
This
of
is an indie game, right?
yeah, and I
I
think it's
feel
gonna
like
be free.
was this like one of those asset swap games where they just bought a whole bunch of assets and just? I'm sorry if this like it's not, but
they could.
it seems like it.
But yeah,
Funky.
it's weird though too because the trailer is actually like replaying itself a couple times over.
Wait, what?
We'll keep an eye on it.
No,
I'm gonna keep an eye
okay.
on it because it looks
Okay, go for
it
it.
looks interesting, but
Does
like
it?
there's even some snowboard kids aspects
I
into
think
this.
Yeah.
I think it looks kind of interesting.
Wait,
I'm
there's a-
always down for a Minecraft or like a game that's gonna have Minecraft elements of like building and stuff like that, while also
Yeah.
having more like exploratory and combat elements.
It will be
Yeah, but
way different. That's the thing.
board
John.
the board doesn't even like match the characters like textures
Yeah.
art. It's like
I mean,
what?
it's so weird.
What
It's
is
so-
this, PJ?
So it's like it has machines in it. It has like helicopters and rockets and all that and electricity.
Yeah,
but
like
you
looking
fight
at
with
it now,
sword
I
and-
agree
This
with
is
you.
a dragon?
It's weird.
Like, so it's fantasy and sci-fi.
But did
I
you
don't-
see that girl use that ice spell and all those crocodiles?
Yeah,
wow.
wasn't that Rafoi or Robarda?
Robarda?
Yeah, that's interesting. So
I'm gonna do some research because I think this is an asset flip game.
Yeah.
Those aren't good.
to
Yeah.
nothing else, I want to at least see what this turns into because it's so random.
Why did you bring this up, PJ?
Because it's interesting. It's
I know.
Oh,
different.
PJ, I think this one looks interesting.
We'll see.
Look,
I
there's
don't
like a conveyor belt of cows in a giant soup
Yeah.
bucket
I'm down with that.
and like a giant hamster wheel energy thing, and it's like I'm into it. There's like you're right.
Is this-
There's
So,
a lot of
when I
weird.
first saw that too, Joey, I agree with you. I was down with that, but after watching more of it, it started falling apart for me because I didn't know what the game is actually about at that point. But if it stayed with the whole
Well, I
farm,
mean, like, what's Minecraft about, man? Like,
it's you can catch on pretty quickly. Surviving.
no, but I mean, like, it's the same thing. It's like you build
That's not Robarda,
shit,
Joey.
and then you go explore. No, I know you're the one who said it was Robarda,
It looked like.
Oh wait a
it
minute! This
did at
isn't even a
first.
release. It says new early
but
access
it's not a
title
raw
release.
spell. It would have
That's
been like
exactly
a D
what I
spell,
just said.
It's an early access game.
or
That's exactly what I said. I said it's not
Oh,
out
okay.
yet. I said it's early access. You can look into it now or something. I think it's gonna be a free to play. Anyhow,
I don't know.
it's by
Okay.
Pocket
Who knows?
Pair.
Let's give it a year.
Yeah, I just want to. It is a Japan-made game, so that might be
Pocket
why
Pair?
it's so like.
Oh, that explains it.
Oh.
What's Pocket Pair?
well, it's got so
Pocket
many
Pair?
different.
The first thing I Google on it, Pocket Pair is tampons, PJ.
Oh wow.
Well, that might be the problem.
So a tampon company.
Oh,
develop-
Pocket Pearl. Oops, sorry, no, I spelled it wrong.
Oh, okay.
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 Awkward.
That's We'll keep an eye
Yeah,
on it.
I'm not-
Possibly retouch on it. I think it looks cool. Joey and I might be the only ones that will look at it.
I think it's just Garbo, but
It probably is, but who cares?
Yeah.
It's different.
I care.
I want
I want to
different.
enjoy what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
moving
enjoyed
on.
what I looked at.
You guys got the forest. How do you feel about
Oh.
it?
Oh yeah.
I feel like we haven't dived deep enough, but it's cool.
First impressions. What
impressions, yeah.
what do we think,
Quick
guys?
impressions.
Quickie impressions. It's a survival game with purpose. I feel like there's a purpose to it.
Yes.
As
Not
much
just
as
like surviving.
I hate
you know?
the like fear aspects of it, and it creeps me out. And like legit, after we play it, I don't sleep well. The game is beautiful. It's a good game. It has a strong story. It feels nice to play. It is consistent. I can't say anything bad about it. Other
There's a
than
lot
it
of
gives me
hit-
nightmares.
There's a lot of hit and miss games like this, survival co-op games. But the Forest really knocks it out of the park.
Yeah.
It's along the lines of 7 Days to Die, where
Oh, I haven't played
they balance it pretty well. They give you like for example, the first week they're really forgiving. We barely ran into mutants and cannibals, but even if we did, when we did, they were really easy to dispatch. But
and I was gonna say,
about the scaling difficulty as time goes on.
luckily, unlike 7 Days to Die, it doesn't run and look like garbage.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's-
It is a
so-
beautiful
it. Pretty pretty.
Damn, this is like
I mean,
right
there's some
out the
holes in it
gate
once in a while.
shooting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
like I've actually like genuinely thought about getting into 7 Days to Die, but like it just looks so bad,
Just
and
get
like the
Forrest to
draw
play
distance
Forrest
is
with
so
us.
short. Well, yeah, I'll probably end up doing that.
Yeah,
because
because it has
but
up to 8 people in a game. That'd be super fun. Let's.
I'm talking
let's make
about
a
like
whole
years
village.
ago. Like 7 Days to Die has
Oh.
been on the market for like 5 years.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just.
But anyways,
I'm saying you should play with us.
okay. So, anyways, with the Forest, like PJ was saying, up to 8 players. So I would be interested to see what it would be like to have a maxed out game with 8 players against a whole horde of mutants and cannibals.
I wonder if
just
it
trying to defend
scales.
yourself.
That's what
With how many
I'm
people you have
wondering
there.
too. Because
Well, Death did foreshadow day 50, so we don't know what day 50 entails.
Uh-huh.
But
Right.
I would like to see what it's
Right.
like.
well, not only
Yeah,
that,
really cool.
I think it does scale because when Michael joined in on the game, I realized that we were getting a lot more spawns.
But that was after.
I mean, it would
day
make sense
7.
for it to scale.
Yeah.
That was also after day 7. Death foreshadowed that after day 7 that the difficulty would ramp up. So I guess after a week over a week situation, it will get more difficult.
Possibly. I don't know. I enjoy it to an extent. I wish I could enjoy it more, but my fear overtakes that. But
Yeah, just play it more. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, you
no,
get
I'm
used to it.
starting to.
You're already getting over like when we first
Naked-
started, you were
naked
overthinking
cannibals.
everything, but now it's just like you know how you know how to handle yourself if 1 or 2 cannibals show up, and that's all we could ask for.
You
But
just stab him in the face.
Don't
Yeah, it's no different than any other
definitely
enemies.
play it with people. I think it has a little
Yeah, I
bit
wouldn't-
more
Well,
fun value. Unless if you're
I
like
feel like it depends on what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
If you want a horror game, you should play it by yourself.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But if you want like a more fun, crafty survival game, you should play it with
Yeah.
a group
If you
of
can make
people.
your own
I'll admit-
village.
I'll admit
Nice.
to you, PJ, I don't think I would play this game by myself.
I'm amazed Michael played it by himself. Like holy
Well,
crap.
Michael, so just to preface this, Michael is as scared a scaredy cat as PJ when it comes to horror games. He didn't last long though. He only played a little bit, so he didn't get too far either.
I mean, but he
but-
played by himself up to the point where we're at least, if not
But-
longer.
So personally, I wouldn't play this by myself. Not only because it would be a little scary, but also because it would feel very empty. I like
Yeah.
survival games that are co-op and you can
Yeah.
work together, build, and work towards a goal, which is survival.
Yeah, like if I want to play
And-
a horror game, I'll play like a story-driven horror game.
Like the nice thing about that too is that you can like divvy up the jobs,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
like people can do different things based on like what they enjoy doing.
Me sitting at
Yeah.
home collecting
Yeah,
feathers,
PJ's
making arrows.
like-
Oh, exactly.
I love it. I love making
Yeah.
arrows.
I got him to venture out one time, which is great because
All right, anyway, we're gonna move on. Forest
Good.
is good. You guys like it?
We'll talk
Tune in
more
for
about
the
it as
full
we- about
review when we
SnowRunner.
finish it.
yeah. So
Moving on to SnowRunner.
oh my
I
god.
feel like this should be a first impressions too. This ain't no review.
This is a
Oh god,
So-
this is gonna be a long segment. Garrick has not. We need an intervention for Garrick. Like we need coffee and donuts, and we need to sit
Hey,
down. He has a problem.
don't diss me for enjoying
You
a
have
game that I
a
would
problem.
No, it's
I
not a
never-
problem. It's a good game.
It's a
I never-
SnowRunner, guys.
honestly
you truck in the snow.
Okay,
mud.
so this is coming from me who doesn't really enjoy vehicle based games. But this is a game that has a little bit of everything for everyone. It has missions, it has off-roading. It has cargo handling and all that. So, what else can you offer?
Just adventuring. You know the map.
So what you're saying is, if you like Death Stranding,
Yes.
Yes.
get
Exactly.
Snowrunner.
It's better than Death Stranding because you have cool vehicles you can drive. Drive around
And
and stuff like that.
and it's not so.
Death Stranding has cool vehicles.
Oh,
So
okay.
people
Yeah.
compare SnowRunner to Truck Sim, but it's far from Truck Sim. Truck
Yes.
Sim
Well, it's only similar in the fact that they're trucking games.
compared to
Yeah.
SnowRunner. SnowRunner has better physics, better
Uh-huh.
mechanics,
I feel
and
like American
better
Truck
view-
Sim is more arcadey in some ways than
No.
No,
It's
I feel like American Truck Sim is more. I feel like SnowRunner, and this isn't a dig at American Truck Sim, but SnowRunner is more of a video game.
yeah. It
You
is.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like throwing obstacles at you, and like
There's level
like
up progress,
rely-
progression and stuff like
yeah,
that.
there's progression. It's like
It
and
takes
it's relying that you like use your mastery of the controls of the game to overcome the challenges that the game is throwing at you,
not
right?
only that, you
Whereas
have to approach missions in a certain way, or you can approach it different ways depending on who you are. Too.
right. Whereas like Truck Sim is literally like I want to truck from Bakersfield up to Big Sur.
It's
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I was introduced to American Truck Simulator, and I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. But it was always missing. I felt like I was missing something, and it was that kind of gamification of it, and also the physics. Like there's physics in Truck Sim, but like having to see like your truck get stuck in mud or dirt or whatever,
Yeah.
it just felt
then
more grounded and just
figure
felt
out how to
fun.
get out there.
Yeah, it's more problem solving.
Yeah, exactly. So, but going back, so I haven't really played Truck Sim. I've seen some of you guys play Truck Sim, but I'm more familiar to Flight Sim.
Yeah.
And it is a legit flight simulator where it's like 1-to-1. What you see is what you get if you have the pilot controls and all that.
Right.
It's not a fun game for a lot of people.
Right.
Same thing with Truck Sim because you need to experience it like you guys were saying in a certain way.
Yeah. So I actually didn't put my thoughts out. I just bagged the crap out of Garrick for it. SnowRunner, yes, I agree. It's very well built. It is fun. If you are a truck sim fanatic, you are going to love this game. You will cream yourself 100 times over. I am
cool.
not at
Also-
all, and I still enjoy it.
Yeah. Also, it's a beautiful game. Like compared to Truck Sim,
Oh
it's
yeah.
like I was like, holy crap!
The
like,
graphics are
it's
fantastic.
freaking
Like,
beautiful to see in the distance.
So we did a group like meet up on top of a hill with the sun ahead of us, and all surrounding was just trees, and it gave you this
You can
sense
see it
of
all.
like vastness that
Yeah.
I haven't.
Even though
felt
the
in a
maps
game.
are small, they're
And
fairly small.
Yeah, that,
individual
but
maps.
also the accomplishment of getting to that point, PJ, is satisfying.
Yeah, because it's difficult.
All those flips and tumbles.
It's not just
Well,
driving up a wall or something. You got to go through mud. You got to drive it correctly. You got to be careful not to fall off the mountain.
Yeah.
And
again, that mud, snow, water physics. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
And I'm just so thankful that I got my graphics card before I started playing this, because I got to actually like enjoy the maximumness that this game offers.
Now you just need a better monitor.
Soon
then you'll,
coming tomorrow.
Even
So when this gets posted, I should have my new monitor, if not shortly after. So I'm excited.
So just to let you know that SnowRunner is a sequel. The
Mud Runner.
The original was Mud Runner, yeah. So they've learned a lot from it, and they've applied it, and they're continuing to develop it and add new features, free content. But they also have a season pass. But I personally believe that the season pass is possibly worth it to people, because you get new trucks, new features, and then also an expansion included with this that they haven't really said anything about.
Yeah, it's
But
gonna be in Russia, I think. They
yeah,
said.
new maps, new missions.
I do have a complaint though.
Go on.
Oh, no.
For a game titled Snowrunner, there is not a lot of snow worlds. It's just
Well,
Alaska.
well, you're in
Alaska.
Michigan. Just
I know.
wait until
Well,
you get to Russia as well, and
yeah. Well, no, I was looking at the Russian maps.
also,
It's not that much. But yeah.
yeah. No, I agree. But I think because after you playing or snow running in the snow in Alaska for a bit,
Yeah.
it definitely slowed things down and made things more
I feel like
difficult.
they could introduce snow, like Michigan. I'm pretty sure Michigan snows sometimes. You can have like a lighter snow to kind of introduce
Yeah,
snow to it in the earlier maps.
but they
But
think you're gonna be very like low level to experience this. But
yeah, no, I
uh,
mean like very light snow, like just kind of like on the
oh
road or something, where you can like kind of just
yeah,
introduce the
but
concept of snow.
there's
What is
concepts
snow?
that are more difficult, like going through a swamp, which
Yeah,
I think that this is the direction they went with Michigan, where you're getting more and more muddy, more and more wet. Because
Wet.
if you go to the other, like if you explore the other maps in Michigan, it gets really difficult fast in terms of like muddiness. But with Alaska and Russia, they get more difficult with snow. So
Mhm.
we have yet to experience that together. I only have an inkling of experiencing that, and it's really annoying to go through Alaska without snow tires.
Yeah.
I
Let's
just
give a
Which is
better
why I think
review in
it's
a couple weeks for
yeah.
it.
Which is why I think it would have
Yeah.
been a better gameplay way to like introduce it earlier in Michigan, like as a very like oh hey, there's snow here,
True.
Yep.
snow
You gotta
tires.
Yeah,
pull
just
over and
stay
put your
away from
chains
it.
on.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than oh, you teleport to the Alaska map, now there's snow everywhere and you're stuck in snow.
That's one thing I have to complain about as a first impression is the tutorial teleports you to Alaska.
Yeah,
And it's
part
really,
of the
really
tutorial.
difficult. They should at least do a tooltip saying, okay, so this is how you teleport. Okay,
Yeah,
good
now
job.
teleport
Now
back.
go back to Michigan really
Yeah.
quickly because you don't belong here right now. You need to
Exactly.
level up and get
Or give you a rental truck that you can only use for a minute, so you can see what Alaska's like with an actual snow truck.
Well,
That would
so
be a
speaking
better
of,
solution.
so shifting gears to another aspect of this, it's a very like arcade game where it's very forgiving. So
Yeah.
there's no loss in profit if you sell or buy things. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So you're essentially renting a vehicle that in the store. Same thing with trailers as well. It's 1-to-1. So I like it because they maintain the focus on actually like
The truck
adventuring.
aspect,
Yeah,
rather
it's
than
it's
the
not a sim.
economy.
It's
It's not an economy game at all, which is great.
yeah. That's what made me like it too a lot. It's like it's not a sim. It's just go out there and have fun.
They know exactly what they want you to be focusing on.
Right.
I love
Mhm.
They make
Great job.
sacrifices of realism to enhance the gaming. That's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good
Good
for them.
job.
Good job, game developers.
Yeah, we'll probably do a more in-depth review later on once everybody
Felt
has
like that
has
was in
a
depth for a first impression.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Che, you gotta have them in depth first impressions.
Well, it's your fault you didn't play enough, Colin.
You gonna play more? All right, we're gonna
Catch
close
up.
out the show. What we do? What kind of stuff's going up on the YouTube this week?
We're still
Same.
Same thing.
moderately the same. So you'll see this obviously. We are on episode 8 of both Child of Light and Assassin's Creed. Child. Go ahead and check those out. John's Batman episode just went up for Assassin's Creed. It's the Batman Grease did not ask for, but they got him anyhow. I actually watched 37 minutes of it before I had to go to work today, and
Oh, that's a lot of minutes.
I put myself out of the realm of I'm in this and just listen to it, and I'm like, I can watch this. So that made me feel good.
To be honest, I actually do that with the podcast too.
Yeah.
Like, when
Whoa.
I listen to it, even though I was part of it. Like,
What the heck? You guys are weird.
It's weird. It's kind of a weird narcissistic thing, but at the same time, like if you don't put yourself in that you're there, that's not your voice, then it's like,
Yeah.
would I listen to this regardless? And it's kind of a humbling experience. To
It's
listen
kind of
to
funny
yourself.
because I met
I think 3 types of creators. One where they love watching themselves. The other one, they don't really care, but they have to watch it just to check things. And then the other one where it's like they cannot stand watching their own content.
I don't hate watching.
I'm in the
stuff.
I can't stand watching my own stuff.
Really?
That's weird. Yeah.
With the podcast, I started off just trying to listen to it just to review how we did really quick. Usually the intro, and then after like an hour, I realized I've been listening to most of it already.
Right.
So okay,
I
I'll
listen
finish
to it on the commute home sometimes. Anyhow, so off on that tangent, and then we'll have another W at the end of the week for you. We still have a couple left in the good old bank. I don't know what this one is. It's actually Garrick's working on it, so it might be a surprise.
All a blur. Just gonna post.
Blur indeed.
But yeah. And just like a sneak peek, I'm working with Sarah. It's not going to be right anytime soon, probably in the next month. We're trying to figure out a game that we're going to play together, possibly with one or two of the other Phat Peeps, where she's going to be in the captain's seat.
Driver's seat?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sounds fun.
So we have some ideas tossing around for that.
Oh.
John, what's going to be on the stream?
Oh, the stream we're doing
podcast.
Oh, jeez, we're doing Force, we're doing Subnautica, and we've been doing this thing called
Fat Ribs Fridays.
Fat Ribs Fridays, where we play Call of Duty. And we do workouts when we die.
Oh yeah, if we fail.
If we fail.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're getting firm glutes, guys, and it's
maybe I kind of want to jam in Snowrunner in there somehow, but I don't know how to.
I don't know.
Maybe it'll be okay. I'll pitch an idea. Leave in the comments if you guys like it. How about like a Asmir, just like low talking, just chill vibing,
chill trucking,
snow trucking. Just maybe some little Asmir now and then.
Yeah.
Like,
see.
Hey,
it's cold outside in the snow, but it's warm here in the cab.
Because it is a really chill game, and I just want to like just chill out and just
I feel like chill
people
and talk with the chat for that stream.
Yeah, I feel like people would be interested in watching it. Maybe I don't know.
That'd be a good.
Let us know.
Good replacement for my. Are you talking about like for YouTube videos or?
Oh no, for the stream.
Oh, for stream.
Like a less interactive, more just kind of just chill and vibing. Maybe put some like royalty free. I don't know, some chill vibes music in the background.
10 hours of lo-fi Carl.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be down. Yeah, it could be like the replacement for Minecraft for like not necessarily a replacement for Minecraft, but like.
Well, that's the problem. It's like we have slots for every schedule.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know where to put
There's
this.
so many games.
We'll definitely fit it in because it's a great game.
Or just might be by myself. I'm just chilling with you guys with some lo-fi music. I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right. That's going to do it for us here. Check us out next week. We're probably going to be talking about all the stuff that Ubisoft's going to reveal at their presser. And, of course, there's going to be new news and stuff to talk about next week, like there always is. So, yep. Check us out next week. We're going to be same place, same time, same fat people.
Whoa. Yeah, I am getting pretty fat.
So
I
much
know,
fat.
right? Staying inside all the time, not getting that exercise.
Yep.
We're thick with 3 C's too.
Thick. Okay.
Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Bye. Catch you next time.
Go for it, Timmy.
Tim?
Tim, didn't see you there.
Where are you?